Where's Jimmy?
I don't know. Where's Jimmy Norton?
Where's Jimmy?
They're calling and he's not answering his phone. I'm scared of you. I'm scared. There he is.
He made it.
You, sir, and I'm protecting myself.
Hi, Jimmy.
Strap in, Jimmy.
Oh.
Strap in.
I'm livid.
Strap in, Jimmy.
Yeah, buckle up, kids.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
If you're looking for the funny out of me, F off. I'm in no mood. No mood.
Hey, where's, I'm looking for this clip. I can't find it. All right.
Let me make sure this works. Okay. Gotta make sure the beep works.
Oh, here we go.
And I may slip, so Al, be on the guard.
I hate this place. Nothing works
Yeah.
here. The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years.
7 years.
Nothing works here. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
And this.
Well, we were on best of. Oh.
Nothing
Okay.
works here. The
Remember this
medications don't
guy.
work.
What medication
I
is
hate
that?
this place. I've been here for 7 years.
Yours.
Nothing works here.
Yesterday, Brian.
Nothing works here.
Your.
Medications don't work.
Okay, go with me.
I hate this
Come on.
place. I've been here for 7 years. Nothing works
Nobody's
here.
been here since
The
yesterday.
medications don't work.
I'm gonna have you lie down
I
over
hate
here,
this place.
and then we'll get you some
Nothing works
medication,
here.
okay?
The medications don't
Put your head
work.
back on your stretcher.
Nothing works here.
Right in here,
I hate this place.
okay? Better,
Nothing
man.
works here.
I now believe that guy was completely sane.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning and welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hi, good morning.
It's the O&A virus and it's spreading across America with hilarity for all.
Hilarity. This saga starts when I was leaving Cleveland. That's where this whole thing starts. That's why I had to call up and say I wasn't going to be attending the Opie and Anthony show yesterday. It starts, innocently enough, leaving Cleveland.
It was an unexpected day off for everybody.
Yeah, we were in best of yesterday.
And I think it was a really bad best of because it's what's called a emergency best of.
One that's still like it just in case of emergency, break glass.
Break glass, play this crap for the people.
Yeah.
That's what they got yesterday.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because usually when we take a day off or have a vacation planned, we go through the archives and make sure it's a great show for everybody.
And if one more mother comes in here and asks me, how are you? You feel all right? Because I guess you take a day off and someone says I was sick or something. Was I ill?
Well,
who said that? Can't you just say he took a day off, he had stuff to do?
Well, I think people were reading into it because we all have been sick since Cleveland. Heavy colds, Steve can't talk, Jimmy was sick.
I don't take sick days. Holy Jesus Christ.
There was one time back in
96, maybe. Holy Christ.
You notice no one's in the studio today?
Good.
They're all hiding. They're under counters. They're in back offices.
I am an atomic bomb today. So if I'm with at all, I'm going off. I may even just leave.
I never wished that we could switch the shows and start on XM more than today.
Yeah, I know. Because believe me, I want to curse.
Because by the time we get to XM, he might be almost calm. This would be great uncensored. This would be the greatest hour of radio uncensored.
Oh, would it be?
What's the matter, sweetie?
Well, as I said, it started innocently enough in Cleveland, flying home. The road shows are nice, they're fun, everything like that. But and whatever you want to say, go screw. It's like the traveling and stuff, and that's not my bag. I don't like I like traveling. I like going on vacation, doing things like that, doing things I want to do. Travel days, especially going home, they kind of just suck. You know, I don't enjoy them much, but it's not a big deal. And especially, you know, when you have a nice seat in the aircraft and a nice glass of red wine. This is how ridiculous this whole thing starts off.
It started with a glass of red wine?
It started with a glass of red wine. It ends so ridiculously that it's like some kind of horror movie that you can't step out of, that you never saw the ending come of. I defy anybody to tell me, based on the beginning of this story, how it ends. Okay? So, shut up.
Oh, I know, though. Darn it.
A little glass of red wine next to me, you know, for the flight. And they give you, it's like, you know, a little glass. So my girlfriend's next to me, and she's asleep on the plane. I'm really tired, too, because, you know, it's very exhausting, those shows. Taking a little sip off my red wine. And so my girlfriend wakes up and moves, and because the seats aren't as big on a 737, not much room, she hits the wine. It spills all over me. All over me. My socks, my pants, shirt. I couldn't imagine, because they don't give you much, how little bit of an amount of liquid could go so everywhere on somebody. Now me, I explode. Not at her. I explode because I'm covered now for the rest of the flight in red wine. So it's all over me. I'm grabbing blankets and pillows trying to sop it up, but, you know, to no avail. And I'm cursing. Again, not at her. I'm just cursing, like, you know, all the curse words are flying out of me. God damn, I'm covered with this. So at some point now, because she's aggravated and tired, turns and goes, could you just shut up about the wine and stuff? I go, oh, fine, you know, you spilt it on me. So we have a little tiff. We have a little tiff, which is fine.
An FU fight.
No, not even. It was kind of an FU whatever kind of thing like that.
Right.
Now, let me add this to the story. Me and my girlfriend been together for over 7 years. For 7 years.
7 years.
7 years. We have not had a fight in 7 years. I'm not kidding you. You have like little, like you throw a little barb about something maybe, but never a blowout argument.
Maybe a little tiff here and there.
Yeah, barely. I'm talking not an argument. We get along swimmingly. It's amazing, to tell you the truth, that we go over 7 years without a fight.
Compared to the past relationship, I do find that amazing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because I was discussing this in my little private life, going, man, you know, I used to watch Anthony fight. All the time. All the time.
The ex was just an abomination to live with.
The famous vacuum story where when Aunt and I used to commute and we lived pretty close to each other, I'd pull up to his house at 9 in the morning and there's a huge fight going on the front porch. And I'm like, Anthony, why are you guys fighting? Obviously, you just woke up. What could you have possibly done to start a fight this early in the morning?
Yeah.
And it was over the fact that you didn't vacuum before you went to work.
Right.
Sorry. I'm just comparing it to the old days.
Yeah. Nothing, believe me.
The new Anthony, there's no fighting going on.
We get along.
Nothing.
Yeah,
right.
we get along amazingly.
I like the word swimmingly.
Amazingly.
You had a bit of a spat because of the accidental wine spill and you're both tired and cranky.
Yeah. Tired and cranky is key.
Right.
So we land, leave the plane, the silent car ride to the hotel. Yeah, the silent, uncomfortable car ride to the hotel. We get out. She goes, I'm going over to my girlfriend's house. We're going to the movies. As I'm in the lobby with the bags and everything. So I'm just like, okay, you know, whatever. Cool off. We'll cool off. It'll be great.
Got to add to the story. You flew home from Cleveland and decided to stay in Manhattan.
Yeah.
It would make it a lot easier to get to work on Monday.
The next day.
You really wanted to be at your house on Long Island.
Of course.
So that certainly adds to it as well.
Yeah, more just aggravation building up.
Oh, that lobby. Okay, the lobby of the hotel.
I still defy anyone to tell me where this ends.
Well, I know.
You know. I know you know.
They knocked on your door and took your the FAA took you away.
No. Meh. And I don't even look for the sound effect. Not into it.
So the FAA didn't get involved?
No.
See, I got to play the part of the listeners here because a lot of people are thinking FAA at this point.
Good. And I hope the people on Pal Talk are learning. I've already bounced 8 people just for the hell of it.
I erased my memory.
Yeah.
Because I want to be the listener here. Because they're guessing.
They are guessing.
So no to the FAA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hotel. She's going. Good. Kind of cool off thing. I go up to the hotel room with the bags and everything. And I figure I'm going to cool down. I've wanted to buy one of those really, really nice MacBooks, the top-of-the-line ones, because I do a lot of video and stuff and audio editing. So I go down to the Apple store. Now, this isn't any dig on Apple, but it's just another straw on the poor little camel's back. I go down there. I'm looking for something very specific that I need. It's the top-of-the-line 17-inch glossy monitor for graphics, 2 gigs of RAM, everything. And the signs are all over. Take it home tonight. We have it. There's 18 billion people in the place, 18 billion computers, everything you could possibly want, except the one I wanted. Typical. Because I'm already in a tiff.
You got to curse a little bit.
No, I'm.
Al's ready. Al's ready down the hall.
Believe me, it might happen.
All right. Al's ready, though. You got to let a few fly because,
I know.
You got to get it out.
I know.
All right. Commo.
Yeah, hold on. This might take a little longer because. Boop, 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 boop. Wow, you're a regular, too. Bye-bye. Bouncy. Wrongy.
Jim, what's in the post today?
Shut up.
What'd they do? They actually instant message you during that?
Well, it's Pal Talk, and they're all yapping and, doing things, speculating, trying to make fun, and I just bounce people because that's what I could do today. So that was like part of it. So now I'm because then I would have had the MacBook, would have gone back to the hotel room, start, fiddling around with it and cool down.
It would have been a distraction. Instead, it was another trigger.
Thank you, Opie. But no.
Another trigger.
I take the walk down there. And I walk out empty-handed. My distraction, not there. So I go to the hotel. I'm fuming at the fact that this is it's building, So I do the best thing that anyone could possibly do. Go right downstairs to the bar.
Oh, I thought you were going to say gym.
No.
I thought you were going to jump on a treadmill.
Go right downstairs to the bar and start drinking.
Because treadmill, you can work off stress.
Dr. Phil tells you.
You can work off stress.
To, do one thing. Yeah.
All right.
So I go right down to the bar. So now I start texting the girlfriend. Start texting. And it's light text, It's very light texting. She's playing Trivial Pursuit with her girlfriend Jody, and then I figure maybe it's time for a real phone call. Smooth things over.
So the text messaging's going well at this point?
Yeah, it's very vague. I'm not addressing the problem or anything. So I call up.
The problem, which was no real problem.
No problem. That's just it. This fight was the stupidest thing. Stupid. Like most of them that people get into. Like I said, 7 years. No fight. This is the worst it's ever been, even at this point. So I get on the phone, and we're talking, and she says something about, that I overreacted with the wine, and me, now, I've had a few. I'm like, overreacted? What? I had wine all over, and here we go again. It was like the old honeymoon episode of, the record. Hi, your mother. It's just, how she is. She comes over. She's a blob. I'm out. You try your good intentions, and it didn't work out. So I just went, okay, great. Well, you hear me? You hear me on my phone? You hear me on my phone? Wham! My cell phone. I throw it against the wall. Hence, no one being able to get in touch with me the past couple of days, and hence the
Pebble? Did he go Pebble?
No, I went to this Sanyo piece of crap that is going to get thrown at the wall also.
All right.
But I needed a cell phone.
Right.
Hence the cell phone. Yeah, threw it against the wall.
See, a lot of things are starting to make sense, because on Monday I knew you were out of sorts during the radio show. But I thought you were just tired from the Cleveland thing. I'm like, man, Ant's a little out of it today. I'm not going to lie to you.
It was simmering.
And I'm like, you were very quiet on Monday. I don't know if a lot of people noticed that. And you called me from like some satellite phone or from your actual car to tell me you didn't have a cell phone anymore. And I'm starting to think, why? And I really thought to myself, he must have broke his cell phone.
Because I threw it against the wall.
Well, now I know that officially.
Yeah.
But at the time, I'm like, what do you mean, you don't have a cell phone anymore?
Yeah. Right against the wall.
All right, go ahead.
In
So,
1,000 pieces.
right at
this
the
thing
bar?
came apart. No, this was up in the hotel room.
Oh.
Up in the hotel room.
I wish it did in front of everybody.
So now I'm just livid. So I decide I'm going downstairs. And again, remember, I had been at the bar. But I figure I'm going downstairs, getting another room, leaving a note in the room and saying I'm in this room because now I know I got to get up for work the next day. And I have to sleep. I can't be arguing through the night. You stay in this room, I'll stay in this room. Now, remember this. We've never even been apart in 7 years. Slept together every night, 7 years. This now sets her off. She is wicked pissed that I am in another room. And I decide to shut off my phone and give the front desk a do not disturb me at any cost kind of a thing. Unless there's a fire. So now she's pissed at me. So this whole thing is just snowballing in stupidity. It's a snowball of stupidity. So, the pissed mist in the air, that kind of argument, non-speaking about it thing is going on all day Monday when I get home. Not resolved. So Tuesday, still not resolved.
Wait. You fast forward way too much. So that you got up for the show Monday. You did the show. Now, how'd you guys all go back to the house?
Went back to the house
Separately?
No, that's right. She didn't stay in the room at the hotel. She took a cab and went back home to Long Island instead of staying in the extra room at the hotel. So I stay at the hotel. She stays home.
Oh, okay.
So after the show, Monday, I drive home. And there's, that underlying, you just know that's very uncomfortable. And we're not used to this, It's very, very odd. Tuesday, come in, do the show.
So you guys don't talk?
No.
I don't mean to slow you down, but so on Monday,
it's just that whole
this situation's been simmering.
Yeah.
Since Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
Monday you get home from the show. Now you're walking around the house uncomfortably. You guys aren't talking.
No, it's a lot of small talk like, got some mail.
Oh, that type of thing. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
So you kind of avoided each other all day Monday.
Yeah.
And then you went to bed probably early.
Went to bed, yeah.
Okay.
Went to bed, went to sleep.
Because that would have been a great opportunity to finally talk it out.
Just talk it out.
Now you're back
hash
home.
It out. Right.
Were you pissed off? Were you like bummed out that it was like this, or were you still kind of pissed off?
Bummed out, little pissed, just aggravated at the situation. Yeah. It was just the alignment of the stars were wrong, and just never happened before. So oh, wow.
No, go ahead.
So, Tuesday, coming to work now, after this whole Monday thing. And do the show on Tuesday.
Back to Normal Anthony, by the way.
On Tuesday.
Great show.
Was it?
Great show.
I don't remember much of it. I was in a state. So, I drive home.
You got a good poker face, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
You have a great poker face. I knew something was wrong Monday, but I thought you were just tired, maybe a little hungover, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Tuesday, back to Normal Anthony, so you have the best poker face ever. You should be winning tournaments all over the freaking world.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Do the show. Go home Tuesday now, afternoon. It's like 12:15. And
they're telling us we have to break.
Jesus Christ.
I don't mean to do a radio tease, but they are telling me.
Hold on.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for someone to bounce.
There you go.
Because I don't like that guy right there. There you go. Hey, enjoy the program. Buy XM or tune into your local FM affiliate that we're on. Boink. There you go. Bye-bye. We got to take a break. You're saying we got to take a break.
Well, it is a business. It's safe to say that it got...
Don't let me forget where I've been, where I was.
No, we're up to Tuesday.
Did the show.
And then you go home.
And then I go home.
And trust me, you do not want to touch that dial.
And this is where things get ridiculous.
And I want to make it perfectly clear. It's me saying we have to take a break. Trust me. I'm trying to control Anthony. Anthony could go all the way to 8 without a break.
Yeah.
Okay? It's me saying we should take a break. But trust me, it gets a lot better. And the rage is about to start in about 10 minutes. Because this is just a setup.
Here's somebody telling me to stop bouncing. Just bounced them. How ironic.
All right, when we get back, Anthony will talk about what happened when we got home Tuesday and where it's at today.
Yeah. Where we stand today. Because it still continues.
It still continues. It's
not what you think, based on what I've told you.
I understand.
This takes a twist like, you know, The Simpsons starts out with something, and then, like, about 10 minutes into a Simpsons episode, the beginning part has nothing to do with what the rest of the Simpsons episode is about.
Yeah.
That's what happened here.
Do not touch your dial.
All right.
Anthony,
don't even give away anything.
No, I'm not. But okay. I think you're going to walk off the show today.
I might have to take some breaks for phone calls and things like that, and at about 8 or so, 8-ish.
Okay, it's the ONA virus,
and the pests might have to get involved.
Really?
I don't know.
All right. The second part of the story, which is much better than the first part, I got to be honest with you.
Oh, first part sucked.
I mean,
thanks.
The first part,
telling a story over here
about my effing life.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
This isn't a cute little radio story. It's
sorry to start with a goddamn chase scene. Jesus Christ.
Well, the chase scene is coming up, as well as all sorts of explosions.
Oh.
All right, we'll step aside. We'll continue in just a bit. All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony show.
And that's what happened.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
I'm kidding, of course.
I knew it was going to involve a schwoogie. I just knew it.
Dude, you're not IMing me. Someone isn't actually IMing me. Oh. Bye.
Will you just turn off the pal talk
for now? Help it. I can't help it.
Was it important I am, though, maybe? Did he ask you anything important?
Yeah, he said hi. What a douchebag.
It's the ONA virus spreading across America. We got a very agitated Anthony in studio. He's in the middle of telling a story. Just to recap really fast, Cleveland trip.
Started Sunday.
Yeah, go ahead, really fast.
Stupid argument over spilled wine on the plane with my girlfriend. I've never, we've never had an argument in the 7 years we've been together and lived together. We don't have arguments. We just don't. This is, it kind of started snowballing, got way blown out of proportion, continued. Every little thing was like pissing me off, and the fact that the initial argument wasn't being addressed as the day went by on Monday.
Quiet ride all the way back to Manhattan.
Yeah, the quiet
hotel
ride.
Because you still couldn't get back to your house on Long Island. She went off to go to a movie with her friend. You went up to your room. You went to the Apple store. Couldn't get what you wanted, so you decided to drink. You texted her. That was kind of going well. Then you called her. That wasn't going well. So you smashed your cell phone in your room, and then you got another room. She got pissed off because you guys have never slept
never
apart
been apart
before.
in 7 years.
So when she came back to a room where you weren't at anymore because you were in another room, she said, screw this. She took a cab home.
Yeah.
You finally went home after Monday's show.
Right.
It was never addressed. It was like weirdness around your house all day.
It was very uncomfortable.
Small talk, blah, blah, blah. You went to sleep early to go to the show on Tuesday, which was a great radio show.
Did the show on Tuesday.
And then now we're up to you leaving the show on Tuesday and going home.
I go home on Tuesday, and for the first time ever, I get home, and She's lit. She's tanked. She took the nice bottle of Absolute out of the freezer, did about 5 shots, and was just laying out on the patio lounge chair with a book on the side of on the table, but passed out. So I'm like, baby, hey baby, and she's like, like, oh boy, okay, come here, get up. So I like pick her up, bring her in the house, and she's obviously not rational in her talking. She's telling me that I don't care and things like that, and things that people say when they're hammered. She was hammered. She was we got in an argument. Never been in an argument like this. I dealt with it Sunday by slamming down drinks at the bar. She dealt with it Tuesday by slamming down drinks at home. And so I bring her into the bathroom eventually because she's feeling sick at that point, which is normal. She's talking a little better, but really still kind of... And I see the bottle of vodka there. There's barely anything taken. It was a brand new bottle, so there's barely anything out of it. So I'm waiting for her to throw up, get this over with. And a Nassau County police car comes to the front of the house. So I'm like, that's odd. What, did someone call the cops or something? Or, how does anybody know anything's going on? No, it's just a pal. It's a Nassau County cop pal coming to drop off some Nassau County stickers for my car, the back window, and PBA cards and things like that.
And don't forget the police uniform.
The red light, everything I need so I can do 120 miles an hour with impunity.
The actual cop car is on order.
Yes.
You should have that soon.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just there as, a friend. So he throws out some kind of Ramon joke and notices my reaction probably isn't as he thought it would be because I'm dealing with a situation inside. So I say to the cop, I'm like, I go, you want to take a look at my girlfriend? Just make sure everything's cool. And I said she's talking, so it's not like, she's passed out or, not OD and have alcohol poisoning or anything like that. So he comes in and, talks to her. Hey, how you doing? I feel good, that kind of thing. And he goes, I got a EMT friend who's out there. Just drive her down to, as of right now, an unnamed hospital. Just have her vitals checked. I'm like, okay, sounds good. We do that.
Sounds like the smart thing to do, right?
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
I figure, best be just safe. Like that. Me, I'm Mr. Hypochondriac kind of guy. And I know as long as you're talking and moving around, everything's fine. It's the people that are like sprawled out and can't. And believe me, I lived with that for 9 years. And she never does this. Never does this. So this was so out of the blue that I was like, yeah, okay, let's do this. So we end up in the emergency room, and they don't give her anything because I guess they deemed her fine. It was recorded,
What do you mean,
by
don't
the
give her anything?
Like if you're ODing on something, or you're
the charcoal or whatever,
or you're alcohol poisoning, they pump your stomach, they do something.
I think they throw some kind of charcoal thing in you to make you vomit.
I don't know,
uncontrollably to get everything out. Whatever.
I don't know.
So they don't do any of this.
No, we're just kind of sitting in a room.
Gotcha.
And it's reported as an alcohol, just as an alcohol event, something like that. The cop writes it down as. So we're sitting in this room, and she's, starting to sober up, and she's getting hungry and thirsty, so they get her water and food and stuff like that. And I'm just waiting, to leave. Her vitals are fine. Waiting to leave. All of a sudden, the shrink walks in. The shrink comes in and starts talking to her. And after... Now, the shrink talks to her while she's still hammered.
What time is this, by the way?
This is probably 2:30.
So you got home
in the afternoon.
You got home around noon?
Yeah.
So it's a couple hours later?
Just, dealing with it at the house.
Okay.
2:30. at the hospital, the shrink starts talking to her. And she's hammered. So the shrink is talking to her and decides, because she's hammered, that she needs to be admitted. Involuntarily admitted to the hospital. And now we're waiting 10 hours. 10 hours before anything happens in this little elevator-sized room. And by this point, now she's fine. Hungover, but we're just both like, let's get out of here. This is ridiculous. She's like, I tell her everything that happened, throughout the course of when she was hammered. And everything's like, we're ready to go. Ready to just go home. Forget about the argument. I said, the argument was the stupidest friggin' thing. I know. It was ridiculous. Let's go home. The shrink comes in and goes, she should talk to somebody, or you could do like an inpatient thing we have here. We go, no. She goes, well, I'll give you a chance to think about it, and walks out of the room. So we look at each other and start laughing and go, let's get out of here. Let's just get the hell out of here. She comes back hours later, this shrink, and goes, yes, well, I spoke with some associates, and we're involuntarily admitting you. Oh, really? Okay, what do I got to sign so that stops? Where do I sign? Where's the waiver? Whatever it is, the thing. No, there is no thing. I said, so what happens? Well, we take her upstairs, and you go home. And we hold her here. For what? Well, she was drunk, and I asked her if she was depressed, and she said, who doesn't get depressed at some point in their life while she's hammered? And later she told me, I don't even remember talking to this woman. Doesn't even remember talking to her because she's hammered. So they take her upstairs, and they're like, all right, well, you could look around to me. You could look around, and we're both kind of in shock, going, what the... you kidding me, right? There's the shuffling lunatics, the drooling lunatics, walking around the floor.
Doing the slipper walk. Now my girlfriend's hysterical, crying, saying, I cannot stay here. I'm petrified. This is unbelievably ridiculous. This is illegal. This shouldn't happen. And I'm like powerless to do anything. It's now after midnight. So I can't even go home and get stuff for her to make it more comfortable or whatever. Anyway, I assume, why get stuff? Obviously, I'll come there tomorrow, which was, yesterday, I guess, or the day before yesterday. I'm not even sure. Days, running into days. It's the next day to be out of there. It turns out I can't get in touch with any of these scumbag doctors to get her signed out. They're unfindable. You call them, they're supposed to call you back, they don't call you back. You find like 3 levels down of doctors just to sign her out. She's fine. There's no problem. She's spoken with people. I've spoken with the people there. The shrinks that are there. Everything's fine. She can go. She needs somebody to sign her out. They're playing golf or something. So she's still in there. It's now Thursday. Right now, it's Thursday because no jerk-off can be found to sign her out. And these silverback gorillas that work there have no clue or care. It's all cookie-cutter because everybody's running around going, I want to go. I'm fine. Let me go. They don't look at any individual situations or circumstance. It's all the same. So now you got a girl who is fine that can't leave because some idiot isn't there to sign a piece of paper.
Let me ask you, and everybody's probably saying the same thing I'm thinking, like, why not just say F you and walk out? Like, what's stopping you?
They will arrest you. They will arrest you. It's an arrestable offense. Where did this come from? First of all, no one told me this. When the choice was given, which we weren't taking the option of staying anyway, but when this manipulative little shrink bitch C-word said, yeah, well, you could, go and do this or we'll check you in. I'll be back in a little bit. As she is filling out the paperwork, it's a bunch of liars. They don't, they're not honest. They don't look at any individual. It's a group of people that they want to keep anesthetized. So I walk in there the first visit that I get, which in this place is ridiculous. It's like for an hour long at 1 o'clock. You get like an hour from 12 to 1 in the afternoon. There's no phone contact. There's no nothing.
That was
She's
yesterday?
losing her mind.
Yeah.
So am I. Yeah. So I walk in. She's having lunch. Of course, she just freaks out, insane upset. And she goes, they just, they gave me something, and I can barely stay awake. So the doctor comes over and sits down, and I'm cursing at the doctor. I go, how are you supposed to get a legitimate assessment of this girl's psychological state when you've given her something that has her falling asleep in her lunch? I go, how are you supposed to now assess this and find out that she's a rational, smart, funny, witty girl instead of one of these people you have that just you pump with drugs because that's all you do here? You incompetence. They're nothing but incompetence. So I'm cursing this woman out. And she finally says, well, we won't give her any more of that. I go, yeah, don't. And I told my girlfriend, I go, if they give you anything, spit it out. I go, do not swallow anything they give you. A pill, hold it in your cheek, and then get rid of it. Get rid of it.
This is like Cuckoo's Nest.
Exactly. So I'm sitting there going, now, where's the doctor that signs her out? He's not here. Where is he? He's not here. I want to talk to him. Have him call me. Here's the number. So now visiting hours are over. Again, she loses it. I tell her, be strong. I'm going to get you out of here. I'm going to get you out of here. Have to drive home, and I'm waiting for this call from this doctor. Never calls me. Doesn't call me. So now I go for the second visit, which is 6:30 to 8. Go in there, immediately ask where the guy is, where the doctor is. And the smug ass behind the counter goes, excuse me, sir, it's 6:30. He's at home. Or he's not available. I go, oh, he wasn't available when I was here earlier. He wasn't available when I was promised a phone call from him to sign out my girlfriend. I go, what if there was the biggest emergency ever and you had to get in touch with him? Oh, we'd page him. Do it. Well, we can't. We have to go through his underling. And more bull, more lies, more garbage. So we're walking around there, and it's kind of at this point now becoming funny. Like we're both sitting on the couch, kind of like, curled up and laughing at how ridiculous this is. There are screaming people. There's the shuffling people. There's collages made of crepe paper and construction paper on the wall that they make them make. And she's sitting there going...
Did you take advantage of the situation and talk to some of the other people on the floor? Because you'll get some great stories.
No, I can't.
I think people know my mom's been in and out of these joints my whole life, and I would visit her from time to time, and... you're in this room, and all of a sudden there's a guy that he's making something out of macaroni, a little art project, and he's like, I got a business trip to Toledo. I gotta get out of here. I'm supposed to be in Toledo Friday. Just completely out of their minds.
So when I was dropping her off, the first night when she's completely upset, we go upstairs and walk into the place, the unit, and there's this I guess security guy there, and he goes, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. She'll be taken care of. I go, don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. She doesn't even belong here. And I know they hear that from everybody, so that's, the category that they fall into. So as we're walking to the door, she's completely upset. And I turn to the guy and I say, if anything adverse happens to her, I'll kill everyone on this floor. And he turns around and goes, you cannot say that. He goes, honestly, you cannot say that. And I just smiled and I said, say what? What did I say? He goes, you know what you said. I go, no, what did I say? And I just smiled at him and walked out. He was petrified.
You know you're going to be switching places
Petrified.
with your girl. You know that, right?
Petrified.
Maybe he was scared because you're checking someone into a psychiatric unit and you're threatening to kill everyone on the floor. That
Exactly.
Definitely do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I told Anthony before the show, I'm like, they're going to let her go probably today, and as you're all happy getting ready to hold her hand, like 3 animals are going to tackle you and pull you down and throw a straitjacket
Well,
on
on
you.
last night's visit,
Oh, my God.
we're sitting on the couch, and she's got, like, her legs over my legs, and I got, like, my arms around her and stuff, and we're just talking.
You're comforting her.
Yeah. We're talking and kind of laughing about how ridiculous this whole situation has snowballed into. Like, we went from the beginning of wine spilling on a plane and how it snowballed into what it is, into this. She was upset that we had an argument. And that's what happens. If every time a person that was upset about an argument had a drink and got hammered, we'd all be in insane asylums if this was how it's supposed to be treated. So we're laughing about how it got, snowballed. And this ape comes up and goes, no touching. No touching. We both give her the big F you, just as loud as day. Just go F you. She goes, I'll take away your visiting privileges. I said, do it. She's out of here tomorrow anyway. And later I see her in the nurse's station eating a banana with one hand. And I go to her, you know how many germs are on the keyboard and mouse you're using right now? And she goes, that's why I'm eating it with this hand and working with this hand. I go, boy, you must really tear through your work that way. So they just are livid at me at this point because I'm livid pissed at them. And I'm trying to get answers. So now I found one guy that would actually talk to me like a human being and got names and numbers for these various doctors that at 8:05 said 8 o'clock, but give them a couple of minutes. I'll give you 5. The calls start 8:05. If I don't get a response that she is being signed out of there today by 9, pest alert. I'll give out the numbers, the hospital. You shut the place down. Shut it down.
I say you get a pest army together.
Mm-hmm.
What about a sink? Can you throw that through a window somewhere?
I know, fountain, big fountain.
I go with sink because you're a little smaller. I don't think you're going to be able to get that fountain out of the ground. Sink, though, I think you can get it done.
Livid.
I think you can get it done.
Livid. And that's where we are as of today.
That's really, as you're talking, I'm just clenching my teeth. I was getting, the medical profession it's just anonymous.
It got worse and worse. Yeah, no one cares. No one wants to hear anything different than they think they know. It's just sign her out. It's done. So now we wait.
So where did it all go wrong?
Don't know. It was a snowball thing.
Yeah, no, I know.
It all went wrong where, I don't know, should have gotten up and left.
No, I mean like at the hospital. That just, it just sounds crazy.
It is crazy.
That they could do this.
It is crazy. There's no reason, no way this should be legal. That they could just do this without any consent, anything. Just make this decision based on, an interview with a drunk girl. Are they even supposed to do that?
No, because if you're a cop, I think like a lot of the information you get from somebody, if they're completely intoxicated, is probably...
You know what, I actually made an analogy. I go, that's like taking the dashboard cam of a cop during a drunk driving arrest. And when the guy is completely sober saying, you can't drive, look at the tape of you. Look at the way you're staggering. No, but that was when I was drunk. I was arrested, and no, you can't drive.
A lot of people are saying it's illegal for a shrink to talk to her when she's drunk.
Probably is.
They got to wait for her to sober up.
I don't know my rights.
And then you...
her rights?
Then you assess the situation.
Yep.
A cop in Jersey, you're supposed to wait till they sober up to talk to them.
She told her, she said, I have no recollection of a conversation with you. That's how hammered I was.
You should, I would definitely have a nice lawyer looking at...
Oh, believe me, it's already in the works. Oh, this place is getting sued.
But can you
Heads
imagine,
will roll.
If you didn't have, be in the position you are where you know the people you know and you can at least get answered a little bit faster. Most people have to deal with these scumbags. and they're completely at their mercy.
Dude, I'm not getting any. Believe me, I wish I could go in there and go, hey, I got a radio show. Could you sign her out? That means nothing here. This is not helping me at all. All of my relationships with certain police officers and everything, not helping. I'm in a situation I can do nothing about.
So she's out today?
I sure hope so. She better be, because from what I heard, she has to talk to one person and then can get out. And now, where is that one person? Well, we'll find out at 8:05, because that's when I'm supposed to call. And her sister in Colorado is also, because I called her, and she's going to call. And we're both going to call and call and call and call. And if I get no response by 9 o'clock, maybe the pests will call certain numbers. We'll slowly leak out things and information.
At 8:05?
No, I got to start calling at 8:05.
Yeah.
Can't tie up the phone line.
No, that's what I mean, at 8:05?
Yeah.
You're doing like radio teases. Trust me.
It ain't a tease, believe me.
We don't have to tease this show today.
I'm not teasing this.
Ryan in Chicago, what's up?
Hey, Anthony, are you going to bring the bill in to on the air when they give it to you?
Yeah, the bill. No, that's another thing is what this is. This is a way for them to get money, insurance money. If we left that night, there's no more money. If they check her in, this doctor, they could all take a little bite of the insurance policy, the medical insurance money. They could all take a little piece. That's what it's all about. It's about keeping you there, giving you as much as you can, get as many doctors as can dip into the till. And that's what's going on.
Why would they medicate a person, though, who's not yelling or violent or crazy?
Exactly. I said, why is she medicated? She goes, well, she was upset last night and had a hard time sleeping. And even to that, I said, all right, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Why did you medicate her again? I go, and you're supposed to now have an interview with her like this? Of course you're going to think she's a nut. She can't even stay awake.
Just say it. He'll get it down the hall. John in Yonkers, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm a little confused. If she didn't say anything like she's going to kill herself or she's not a danger to herself, I don't understand why they would hold her.
Because that's the way I think the psychiatrist interpreted it as she was talking to a drunk girl.
That's why Ant's losing his mind.
Because she's boxed. I mean, so what? Everybody gets boxed. There's no reason to detain her. You should have just got up and walked out of there.
I think when she said depressed, yeah, sometimes who doesn't? Something like that, while being drunk, all of a sudden, now this, aspiring friggin' psychiatrist is gonna, make her bones.
Oh, it's ridiculous, man. Yeah, she's a rookie psychologist, has no idea what she's talking about. And I don't know why they would keep her. I mean, she got boxed. It's not a big deal.
And then, talk to her when she's sober.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it.
They're medicating us. How's she supposed to get sober to talk to if they keep throwing stuff down her throat?
What does that mean,
exactly.
Get boxed? What's that mean, get boxed?
Hammered.
Get hammered.
Oh, okay.
Just getting hammered. All right, thanks, John. Let's go to Max in Dallas. Max.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, Ope, I had a question for you. Do you guys have any of those little microphones you can stick on the straitjacket they're going to put around Anthony when he goes there?
I got to be honest with you. Anthony's a lot calmer on the show than he was in the office when I first ran into him this morning.
I'm surprised you didn't rip a few heads, Ant. That's freaking crazy.
I'm amazed that he was able to tell the story without just completely losing his mind, because in the office, it was...
I am so close to it.
He had a lot of people just kind of looking down and reading the newspapers. Yeah. I can believe there was something interesting on the computer screen.
You can't even imagine how pissed I am.
A lot of people saying you got to sue. Lori on Long Island. Lori.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Well...
Anthony, here's what you need to do. Walk into the hospital and just say, on the advice of my attorney, I am signing her out against medical advice. Give me the form now. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I know. You can't do that.
They're not really allowed to do this.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm in this field. They're not allowed to do this.
Well, if there was a way, I would have done it. I looked into every possible way, talked to every person. There's no way to do this.
Well, in this country, they're not allowed to do that. That's against the law.
Yeah, well.
So if they won't give you the form, just get up and walk out with her. If they call the police can't hold her there. She didn't commit a crime.
Well, let me ask you. You said they'll arrest you. Is there actually a guard at the door? Like, if you're both just headed towards the exit, says, I'll get the car.
Yeah,
meet me
there's
there
probably
in a
some
minute.
security guy. But, you know, the thing I read was that, you know, there's would be sheriffs or police officers involved to bring you back. Which, you know, where did that come from? Did I hear of that?
It really is amazing. Frank in Oceanside. Frank.
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
Listen, the idea that she's going to get out of there anytime before 12 o'clock is an impossibility. Got to keep her in there for another day of fees, another day of tests and everything.
Nah, that ain't happening, my friend.
Well,
Because I will just go in and take her out and face the consequences.
Well,
I don't care.
you know,
I don't care.
Yeah, but you know what the other consequences are, too? Afterwards, now she has this psychiatric incident. It's how it affects it down the road, too.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, let's go to Debbie in Massachusetts. Debbie.
How's it going to affect you down the road? What's he talking about?
I have no idea. Debbie.
Yeah,
Vaguely.
hi. Hello.
Go ahead.
Hi.
By the way, can I bring up something? It's a huge story today. Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens, you know, that I don't believe he tried to commit suicide. That's so stupid.
Yeah, but
it's
if you're
not even funny.
If you're loading yourself up with pills and you're unresponsive.
It's so obvious. He took a couple painkillers because of injuries or whatever, and then he was a little dopey and out of it, and then he was taking his normal supplements and mixed it up with more pain pills.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens is not trying to kill himself, but ESPN and everyone else is all over the story. Like, oh, he's not. Look, he's denying that he tried to kill himself. The guy did not try to kill himself. He made a really bad mistake.
But he should be locked up in a
But that's
hospital.
the point I'm making. Terrell Owens in and out of the hospital, and he was on a lot of painkillers.
Yeah, that's a guy that should be maybe having a talking to.
Right.
Not a girl who has a fight with a boyfriend, gets hammered.
That's what I'm saying. It's so weird that this story hit the same day as your story, because I mean, this guy was in and out of the hospital like that.
Yeah. There was no suicidal attempt or tendencies or anything. It wasn't that wasn't a part of the story.
All right, we got a couple more
jerk offs,
and then we'll continue after the break. Carl in Baltimore, what's up?
What's up, O&A?
Hey.
Yeah, same thing happened to my wife a couple of years ago. Basically, she had a couple of drinks down and passed out on the front porch. Neighbor called the police. Had to go to the hospital to find her, and next thing I know, they tell me they got to keep her there for 72 hours.
Yeah, that's what they say. Like, they have the right to hold somebody for 72 hours based on their evaluation.
Right. That's
of a drunk person.
Yeah, it's up. Thanks, man.
All right.
Scumbags.
Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. Later today, we'll be watching chopper coverage of a red Shelby in a high-speed chase.
That's right. Oh, try to catch me.
Down the LIE on Channel 12.
That'll be the car I take.
And then a lot of people want to know which... I
won't say it.
No, I better not say it.
What, the hospital?
No, you're on edge. Give me permission to just read one instant feedback.
If you're going to piss me off, I swear I'll just fucking leave.
All right.
What you ought to do, if you get her out of there and you're worried about getting arrested, just check into a hotel until you get it all worked out. That's why they can't go to your house and get you.
Thanks, Jim. Maybe they'll just go to the hotel. Maybe I'll just check in where I always do. No.
They go to a hotel.
So you want me to be on the lam?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't.
Helen. Right.
Well, you have to come in and talk in a different voice. It's the Opie and Sane show.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
It's kind of hard for a radio guy to be on the lam and on the air.
Also, we just change your voice with all those machines. So I work.
Oh,
that really is good advice. Check her out. Just the cops will never find you. What a dope.
Today
with a phony wig and a mustache and sunglasses comes in to the show every day with voice voice technology to change up the old voice.
Yeah, today's a very pivotal day because if she does not get out today, there could be problems that I might be off for a while.
Can I ask you something? Now, this really does suck, and if it sounds like they're going to keep her for 72 hours, why wouldn't you hang in there? Make sure she hangs in there. Get her out after 72 hours, and then all hell breaks loose after you get her out of there.
Because
with lawyers and all that crap.
She doesn't belong in there for 72 hours. She doesn't belong in there for a minute.
So you're making a stand and a point here.
Yeah. This is we we enjoy each other's company, and I
kidnap you for 3 days.
It's depressing me.
No, I understand
to be in my
that, but
friggin' bed alone at night, knowing that she's in that.
I understand all that, but it seems like if you do something crazy today, you'll make this situation even a lot worse. I'm just asking.
Gets her out.
I'm just asking, why not, deal with it? It sucks, you know what, and then all hell breaks loose after you get her out of there.
I'm trying every legal means possible to get her out.
Today.
If that doesn't work,
right,
and I'm making the limit today. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
When's the 72 hours up? You shouldn't wait.
I don't even know.
Yeah, why should they be allowed to just kidnap you against your will?
Midnight on
tomorrow night, right?
Tuesday. They admitted her.
Also, late Friday.
So early Wednesday.
Late Friday.
No,
it's midnight.
Midnight Tuesday is early Wednesday, right?
Midnight Tuesday is late Tuesday, so it'll be late Friday.
It's 3 days.
Yeah, Saturday.
So it'll be late Friday, which would mean tonight, and then no.
Okay.
There's not going to be another night of me sitting in my bed like a friggin' idiot, being depressed, and her in that nut house, being depressed. They're holding her against her will and against her health. There's no way a healthy-minded person should be in that situation. It is depressing, and you get like creeped out.
Right.
There's legitimate crazy people in there.
You don't have to tell me. I've seen it many, many times.
Oh,
that's enough to make you go nuts. Yeah. A lot of people are saying, Mike from West Palm, how does T.O. get out in a few hours and Axe Girl has to spend days?
Yeah.
Days. Let's go to Ryan in Smithtown. Ryan.
Smithtown?
What?
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Listen, the reason they can keep her in there is if they have two different medical doctors, each fill out a form called a 2PC. I work in a business.
Yeah.
Now, if she was not evaluated by two different doctors, and trust me, this happens on a daily basis, one doctor will see her, write the 2PC, walk up to another doctor, have them duplicate it. They can keep her against the will. They'll do this for at least 5 days, because 5 days is when they get the maximum amount of money from the insurance company. After 5 days, the money drops off. She's in the hospital.
They can only do it.
Let her go.
They can only do it for 72 hours, though.
Yeah, well, they'll try to do it for 5 days.
Well, whatever they try. She wasn't spoken to by two people either.
She wasn't?
She was drunk. One girl talked to her.
But you know what? I'm telling you, you have to follow this statistically, because if she wasn't interviewed by two different people face to face, then there's no way they can keep her there.
Yeah, well, she wasn't.
I work in one of the establishments. I see it all the time.
She wasn't, and she was drunk at the time of the interview.
It's ridiculous.
So,
have a doctor fax one of these things.
Lawsuit, forget about it.
Yep. Yeah, and
apparently she took some notes. This wannabe shrink took some scratchings when she was drunk, and then goes up to another doctor and goes, "Hey, here's what I wrote down. Oh, I concur." Instead of coming in and talking also and getting a real second opinion, you take a few paragraphs written on a piece of paper from a drunk girl. That's great. That's great medical attention.
It's illegal. They have to see her face to face. They sign their license away. Those forms are on file. You will definitely have.
Oh, believe me, the whole thing. Yeah, and then last night I go. I want her records. I want to know exactly what the two doctors said to her and what she said yesterday. I go, just give me all her records. She's giving me permission. Oh, we can't release records while she's still in the hospital. Really?
Why can't they?
Is that the truth? I've never heard of that one either. You have the right to your records. And she has the right to her records. It's just this big machine that you can't do anything about. You're trapped in it. You can't. You're powerless no matter what the hell, unless maybe you're, Tyrell. But you're powerless to do anything. So I go up for visiting. I bring her stuff. I have to watch other people sit there with catatonic people as we're sitting there going, holy Jesus Christ, this monkey's telling me I can't touch you.
That would have drove me nuts.
It did. Oh, it did. Your touch.
You're going to tell me
I can't
touch my girl? Are you nuts?
Yeah. Go screw.
All right, we got to take a break.
Bastards. Oh.
Oops. It's a nightmare.
Completely. Completely.
It's going to curse, sorry.
And she gets out of there today. Today.
No matter what.
That's it.
All right, we'll step aside for a bit. It's Opie and Anthony. All right, we're back. It's Opie, it's Anthony, it's Norton. A lot of people want to help you, Ant.
Yeah.
Want to take a couple more calls and then we'll try to move on?
Yeah, it's when you get 800 bits of advice that none of them jive with each other.
I love that when people give like bad legal advice. Like, dude, the way you got to do is tell them you want a form, and on the way out say legal counsel, and they can't arrest. Really, they can't.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mike in Jersey.
Good morning, boys.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Ed, why don't you just bring your lawyer with you today so you stay out of trouble?
Yeah. Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah, just bring him in with you and check her out, man. Peace out, guys.
I see, it's easy as that.
Bring a lawyer.
Let's go to Paul in Jersey. Paul.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
I got a better idea. Just take Kenny and Poe up there, and you can just walk right out of the place. I don't think you'd have much of a problem there.
There you go.
Secret agent man. Secret agent man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name.
Way.
And the way you use Kenny and Poe is they talk to the doctors and nurses, and then when they doze off, you just walk her right out.
How quick would he be committed?
Kenny?
I needed that laugh, Jimmy. Thanks.
Your hair is a fire risk.
Club Soda Kenny is your chief.
Yeah.
He's your chief. Just as smart as Chief was.
Someone saying have Travis dress in a dress and have him switch places.
Like in Cuckoo's Nest when he had Candy and the other girl come in, you could have Travis and another young lady sneaking through the window.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Linda in Massachusetts. Linda.
Anthony.
Yes.
Anthony?
Hi.
I'm a psychiatric nurse. I've been one for 30 years. I have one piece of advice for you. Please do not go in there and act like a lunatic, because I promise you, they'll let her go and they'll commit you. That's what will happen.
Me.
Yep.
Not commit me.
Are they going to commit him?
How would I act like a lunatic where they would commit me, ma'am?
Please wear something from your home collection.
I would.
When you show up.
Oh, I would.
A little helmet.
Anthony, you go crazy, you start yelling, you start screaming, they will.
I don't yell and scream. I'm very logical when I talk to these people. I'm like Spock.
Good, because, they can hold her for 72 hours. First of all...
Yeah, I've heard that. Believe me.
They were wrong to begin with. No psychiatric unit should have admitted her until she'd been medically cleared. Medically cleared means she is no longer drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Then she gets evaluated, okay? And then if she's clear, she goes home. If she talks about being depressed, if she talks about any of that, then they can hold her for 72. The good news is they don't have to hold her for 72.
Yeah.
Why did you say 72 instead of 72 hours?
Well, 72 hours, 72.
Okay. 72.
That was a medical term. All right, go ahead. You hog the whole airway. I didn't mean to chime in and try to be a part of. Go ahead. Right away. It's about you. 72. Sorry. I didn't realize it.
And, Opie was right. The thing is, go in, be rational, be reasonable, get out, and wreak havoc.
I said that.
Yep, you did.
Oh,
you
right.
said,
That's exactly what I've been doing. And that's why she's still in there, because I've been rational.
No, trust me, really. Once she's out of there, unleash hell. But in the meantime, just be cool. And she'll walk out the door.
All right, Linda, thank you.
Hounds.
Let's go to Steve in Yonkers. Steve.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
A similar thing happened to me, and I walked out of the emergency room because some doctor wanted to admit me for a lung condition, and I didn't want to stay, and it wasn't a major thing. I get home, and the place I live is owned by my parents, right? The cops come flying through my door saying that the doctor called, saying I was acting crazy. So they take me to the hospital, they put me in the psych ward, right? And I'm asking people, why am I here? Before the psychologist interview me, they shoot me up with a cocktail of a muscle relaxer and adrenaline. Now, I can't even hold my head up, right? So they examine me, they leave me in there, and I'm asking people, why am I here? Not acting violent, there was nothing wrong. I said, I just left the emergency room. I didn't want to be admitted.
Could you go down the hall and tell my girlfriend I'll talk to her later? Because you sound exactly like some of the lunatics that were shuffling along in their slippers, sir.
The slipper
story is going on and on.
The slippers shuffle.
Well, the nurse told me, and
Your phone call should be committed for 72.
All right, Steve means well. Thanks, Steve in Yonkers. Fancy man Frankus from FBA.com. You know, dude. He's giving you Bob Kelly advice. Dude, you can just walk in, get her, leave. That's the law, dude.
Yeah. That's why they put the locks on the door.
Let's say hi to Tommy on Long Island. Tommy.
Hey, Ant, I'm so sorry you got to be going through this, bro.
Yeah, it's...
But these hospitals, they're state-funded, a lot of them. In order to receive the funding, they got to pull crap like this.
It's all about money. That's what this whole thing is about. It's about, funding, and it's about insurance money.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone knows that the insurance companies and the medical industry have this little thing going where the more doctors that can get money from the insurance companies, the more the insurance companies can pump up the premiums, so everyone wins except you. How many times do you get your insurance bill and 1 month you get it and go, oh, they jacked this up by $150 with no explanation of why?
Yeah.
$150. That's nice. A month more over the $550. For one person, I'm paying just about $600 a month in medical insurance for this, and now they're picking at it. They're picking. I'll keep it a little longer. We'll be able to pick at this policy for a little while. It's all about cash, not about people and individuals.
Man. Oh, good luck, bro.
Thanks. Good luck, bro.
Wow. Let's say hi to Bobby in St. Louis. Bobby.
How you doing? Jimmy.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Your language, sir. What did Jimmy do?
That's what he had?
You know.
They dumped out. That guy just said, shut the F up to Jimmy.
Wow.
Jimmy hasn't even talked. Jimmy said 3 things today.
I don't know.
Dave in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm sorry you're having to go through this, Ant. Look,
yeah.
I've been through this before, actually, personally. It's a huge machine that has complete control that you can't do anything about.
You're so right, because I've never seen any other thing, any other entity than the medical industry that has this much power and control over people. Like any other situation, you could kind of work with and get around and do things. This is it's so much red tape, and there's so many different people. You never quite know who's in charge at what given time, where they are. The shift will change, and now the guy that's in charge is completely different, and he doesn't know the case. Who's the head guy? Like, who's the head muckety-muck in an office somewhere where I open up double doors and talk to the guy? Like, there isn't one of those. It's this weird friggin' blob-like entity that you don't really understand.
It might be, if for you going through this now, and for your girl, and for anybody listening.
It's not me. It is. It's my girl going through this. That's what's got me livid. It's not. If I was going through something so traumatic, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be crying somewhere.
It's probably the most inhumane thing you can really get wrapped up in, really.
To a sane person, it is despicable to put somebody in that situation where there are crazy people walking around screaming in the night. I mean, it's a nightmare. It's a friggin' nightmare.
All right, let's go to Debbie in Massachusetts. Debbie.
Hi, I had the same thing happen to me. I drank too much vodka once. I never drank vodka before, just probably like your girlfriend. I drank a little bit too much, and I passed out. And I don't know what happened. My sister, anyway, they took me to the hospital. They didn't know what was wrong with me. I was like 110, 115 pounds, a lightweight. The same thing. I was brought into the hospital. They brought the psychiatrist and asked me a whole bunch of questions. And I thought that was the end of it. And my boyfriend at the time, who's my husband now, was there. And the psychiatrist came in just the same way, asked me some questions, and it was like, no, it was an accident, it was a mistake. I didn't try to hurt myself. I didn't realize, never drinking vodka before, how it would affect me. And they basically said voluntarily, or if I didn't voluntarily go, they would make me go.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't the same thing. I went, but I'm going to tell you, they're going to make her stay there for 3 days. They're not going to let her do anything
We'll
under
see.
3 days, because what they're doing is they're blowing you off. They're making it seem like they're going to have the doctor.
That makes me happy to hear. Yeah.
You know,
I love being blown off like that. Boy, that's part of my personality, isn't it, Ope? Oh, I take these things well.
Yeah.
They're buying time, but believe me, it's going to end up being the end of 72 hours. It's going to be, no matter what you do.
Well, we'll see.
Yep.
We
Good
will
luck.
see.
All right, you're going to make some calls in...
Yeah, a few minutes, a half hour. I got to make some
45
calls.
minutes.
I'm making calls. Other people are making calls. My sister's going down there and try to get some answers. Yeah, maybe I should go with that helmet I was wearing on my head during the taxi competition.
Wow, you got to tune in this show every day from the beginning, because I can't tell you how many people on Instant Feedback. Can you give a recap of the situation? I just tuned in.
Tune in early. Wake up. Set your alarm, you lazy bastard.
We're lucky to have Anthony today.
Hate you people. God.
All right, Oscar De La Hoya is here.
Thanks, Cleveland.
You're blaming this on Cleveland.
You know something? It was depressing enough to be there. They should commit everyone that has to live in Cleveland.
I think that's probably why they came into this. She was probably drunk, and she said something like, Cleveland is beautiful. Like, get the paper.
Oh, my God, she's insane.
Cleveland, there's a lot of nice people. Get the pen.
Oh, jeez. On an uptown.
On an all-new house. House has to kill 50 kittens to get Anthony's girl out of the hospital.
Anthony meets House.
That's Richie Bender from his cell phone. Thank you, Richie. All right, why don't we take a break? We'll get Oscar in here as a little distraction.
Sure. Maybe you could pop me in the head a few times and I'll forget.
We'll try to distract for a little while. We'll get Oscar in here. Also, Pedro's coming in, and I will not call Pedro by his real name during the entire interview.
Really?
He is Pedro.
That's what he gets on the street, I bet, every day. Hey, Pedro. That's what people do.
Kenny, anything? No, of course.
I want to see Oscar light Kenny up.
Huh?
He's a small fella compared to you.
He's a technician.
Yes, he is.
Come on, Kenny, you can make some calls. Anthony is very upset, and his partner is GH. Get his girl out.
Unfortunately, this is one situation I can't help with.
See, isn't that amazing? Like, Kenny could do anything. Kenny's like super idiot. A man.
He's like Superman with a big R on his chest.
I plunked this phone down because I can't help it. This is the one that sends me to the edge.
Okay.
Amy in Oceanside.
Hey, I need you to stop your whining and get on with the show already.
Hey, Amy, down the hall. Amy, you cunt. Hey, Amy. Amy.
Yes.
Amy, you're a cunt. There you go. How about that? I hope Al Duke's finger is working.
See you next Tuesday.
Amy can screw. Oh, I bet she's a big fat pig, Amy, aren't you? Big fat pig. Doesn't know what it's like to be in a loving relationship. Do ya? Do ya? Die. Amy.
That's someone that just doesn't get what this show's about.
Oh,
we share way too much about our personal lives.
Don't
way more than any other radio show in America.
Don't listen.
You should be listening to a morning zoo. That's more your speed.
Right. Listen to the zoo.
Sorry, and I just had to make a point.
Oh.
Because it's amazing that people would actually say that.
Point made.
I mean, if you're listening, and this is very riveting, so to actually call up and say, move on with the show and start being funny is completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
We'll go to break with Club Soda Kenny singing Secret Agent Man. The video is now up on YouTube. It's being downloaded a lot. Or viewed a lot, I should say. You don't really have to download videos on YouTube. You just click and watch. Yes, Kenny.
My young son was busting my chops. He said my next song should be Goldfinger from the James Bond movie.
Well, that's a good one.
Is that what he said, or is that what you actually think to yourself?
Yeah.
No, it's my young son.
I don't buy it.
All right.
He's the man the man with the Midas touch.
We got to get a better version of you singing Secret Agent Man, by the way. Although this version's pretty funny because there's arguing going on. He doesn't know when to start the song.
Verse or the chorus comes in.
And then at the end of the song, the music stops, and then he finally does the last verse. It's just terrific. Go to YouTube, throw Opie and Anthony in the search. You get to see Club Soda Kenny singing this little song.
There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. With every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret Agent Man, Secret Agent Man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name. Beware of pretty faces that you find. A pretty face can hide an evil mind. Oh, be careful what you say, or you'll give it all away. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow.
Here he goes.
Secret Agent Man, Secret Agent Man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name. Is this the chorus?
Yeah.
I thought a little lead went here or something.
A little more Secret Agent Man there, right?
Yeah, but there's another verse, but I don't know when to start.
He holds the direction for this big dumb thumb moving.
Here it comes, Secret Agent.
Secret Agent Man, Secret Agent Man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name. Swinging on the Riviera one day.
Yeah, we're back with the Opie and Anthony show. Rich Voss in studio and Oscar De La Hoya. He only has a few minutes, we just found out, but sorry to make you wait in the green room there,
problem.
Oscar.
No problem.
One of the greatest
Don't mind
ever.
at all.
Yeah, it was a little strange. Oscar walked in and saying hi to everyone, and we're meeting him for the first time, and then he points at Rich Voss and goes, "Weren't you on that comic show?" Last Comic Standing, right?
Man. Yeah, Last Comic Standing.
You don't know how much that hurt.
It hurt
the rest
all
of
of
us.
us. You would have been better off if you just slapped all of us in the face and then shook Rich's hand.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, you guys look familiar too. I've seen you somewhere.
I don't know if he's telling the truth, but I'm going to go okay just to blow out your stupid
While
candle.
you hang in rest areas, how does it look familiar?
Oh boy. You know what he could do, right? Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? It was a joke against Norton.
And Kenny, if anything happens, do not protect Rich Voss. Let it just happen, please. I'll get a lot of enjoyment out of that. Well, Rich, the one you know, has a question for you. Why don't you ask him the question that you asked us just before you walked in?
What's up, Rich?
No, I was just saying. Talk to me. The tough. Who do you think your toughest fight was? Like, you never fought like Hagler or anybody like that.
No, I wouldn't even think about that.
But you never fought Hagler. I just want to say, what year was Hagler fighting?
He was 70s, right? 70s. I was just born.
Yeah. But so that's what I just wanted to ask you. If you ever fought Marvin Hagler, and who is next? LaMotta? You want to know if you ever fought LaMotta? Or Sugar Ray Robinson?
Did I look that old?
You ever fight Jack Johnson? Jesus, Rich.
Yeah, are you trying to say that he looks that old? He wants to know.
He doesn't even look like a fighter. That's how good he looks. He doesn't look like he's ever been hit. Like, I met Thomas Hearns, who was kind of like punch drunk, and he could barely talk. He doesn't.
You know, now to think about it, didn't you win Last Comic Standing?
He's basically saying, "Where's the funny?" He's basically telling you,
or he's saying
"Where's the funny?"
Or he's saying you talk like you have cerebral palsy. That's the guy I wanted this year.
Josh Blue. Yeah, Oscar, why no scars? You got a great cut man, doctor.
Good cut man, good doctor.
It looks like your face has never been touched.
You know, it's funny.
Looks like a goddamn actor.
You know what I truly use is after every fight I put cold steak in my face.
Really?
Yeah, I do that. And
It works?
And it really works. It really does. So.
Dude, you've won 11, unless this is wrong, 11 world titles in 6 different weight divisions.
Yeah, in 6 different weight classes. So.
Is it easier to get heavier and fight or to get lighter and fight?
I think it's easier. It's tougher to obviously jump different weight classes. I mean, that's why you don't see many fighters do it. But you know, it's been. I fought what's his name, Bernard Hopkins, who's a partner of mine now, at 160 middleweight, and he was just too big. Just too big. I mean, this guy's huge and too strong.
What weight were you more comfortable at? Like in the 130s, 140s?
Oh, 140s. Yeah, 147. So that's where I had my best fights against, you know, the Sugar Shane Mosleys. And I had this fight against this African kid, I Corte, which was a classic. I mean, so.
Well, Shane Mosley, he beat you twice.
Yeah, he beat me twice.
And that was, have you ever beat him or no?
Nope.
He's just the guy that had your number.
Yeah,
Bring that up.
Well, he mentioned them. I believe me. I wouldn't have poked him with that one. Well, that's what you get for mentioning Rich Voss. You saw him on TV. I have to bring up Mosley. Why? What is it about him that gave you such trouble?
You know what it is? His speed. He's just a fast fighter. I mean, he doesn't really hit too hard, but he's a fast fighter. And
how quickly do you know? I think I'm in trouble with this guy.
Right from the get-go.
Really?
Right from the first punch.
So what happens? You make it through the round. You sit down. Do you say that to your corner guy? Do you go, look, I'm in trouble here, or do you try to, you know?
You kind of keep it to yourself because the camera's on you, and you don't want like millions of people watching you saying, "Holy shit!"
You're like, this guy. Oh my God, I'm getting my ass handed to me out there.
So.
Wow, that has got to be rough.
That's unbelievable that you know from the first punch.
Right from the first punch. Literally from the first punch, you know. And the speed, the power, you know.
And the other way around, do you know from the first punch, like, man, I got this guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's funny, but that's the way it is, yeah.
So you've gotten punched by somebody and went, 11 rounds, 2 minutes, 58 seconds to go.
Well, this kid I mentioned, I Corte, I mean, I literally thought he had bricks in his hands. I mean, the first punch he hit me with, I said, whoa, I mean, check these guys' gloves. I mean, this guy can hit. And it lasted 12 rounds. And in that last round, I had to win the last round to win the fight. And I had him on the ropes for like a minute, just punches after punches, and he wouldn't go down. And this guy just was, I mean, he was an animal.
And you beat him though, right?
I beat him, yeah.
Who have you, you've lost 4 fights. I mean, 38, what is it, 30-4, his record,
38-4, yeah.
You lost to Mosley twice.
Hopkins.
Hopkins, and who was the other one?
And the other one was Trinidad, Felix Trinidad.
Is that 3 different weight classes?
That was, 3 different weight classes, yeah. The Felix Trinidad fight was a little, I would want to say a little controversial. I think that fight there should have gone my way. I think it should have gone my way, but you know, judges will be judges.
Do you guys ever there's certain judges, do you look at certain judges and go, all right, I know this guy is going to, do you have any power of having almost like a judge in a trial? If you feel he's biased, you can petition, have him removed. Is it like that in boxing? If there's a judge you feel kind of has a problem with you and you don't,
you can beforehand, they give you a list of judges, but I mean, in this game, in boxing, I mean, that's one of the problems we have is that judges, you just never know who they're going to go for, you know.
Was Tyson, as a fighter, was Mike Tyson, I watched Tyson, it was like the whole country, all we're doing is waiting for him to recapture what we saw in 1980, which obviously not going to happen.
Right.
Was he as great a wrecking ball a fighter as everybody thought, or was he just really did have a bunch of weaker fighters that made him look like he was invincible?
Tyson was an animal. I mean, this guy, we probably won't see another heavyweight champion like that in many years. You know, I have a little 8-month-year-old son, so I think in about 20 years we'll see, see him up in the ring,
training him, training him already.
Yeah. Who's your idol? Is it Chavez?
Chavez, Julio Chavez, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler.
Who do you think is the greatest fighter of all time?
Of all time, I would have to say Sugar Ray Leonard is up there. Obviously, I mean, Muhammad Ali. Joe Louis was studying his fights. I think he was one of the greatest too. So,
how about Foreman?
Foreman was good. Foreman was good.
He was just good, though. Okay.
He was good. He was.
Yeah, but he also retired when he was at the top of his game, so you don't even know what he was capable of doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And then comes back when he was 38 or something like that.
He came back, I think, at 50, didn't he?
No, he was in his 40s to fight. I know he worked his way up and he fought Holyfield and he lost. I think it was a 15-round decision, I want to say, or 12-round decision he actually lost.
No, but he won the world title, I think, at his last fight against Michael Moore. He knocked him out at 50 years old or something.
I didn't know he had
but Michael Moore is like just a fact movie maker.
Yeah, he writes silly books.
Sorry.
What a dope I am. I'm like, who?
I get confused.
Hey, I'm actually getting a note. He has to go.
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
You got a very busy schedule or something?
Busy.
Who's saying that?
What are we out plugging?
I'm Oscar promoting the boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya hosts Hispanic Heritage Month. The world premiere is September 29th. Is that tonight? I'm really bad with
tonight,
dates.
Yeah, September 29th.
Which is tonight at 8 o'clock on, it's on the history.
No, that's tomorrow. All right,
I'm just glad I didn't screw up.
Oh, Jimmy.
But wait, Oscar and I made a mistake. I've been hitting the heavy bag lately, too. It's funny. I was going to talk to you about, like, maybe your methods are similar to mine or whatever. The great Oscar De La Hoya hosting, it's tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on the History Channel. And right now, it's cool. His camera crew is in here filming a documentary. Is this part of what you're showing tomorrow?
No. This is what we're showing tomorrow is a documentary on the Mexican-American War. Since it's Hispanic Heritage Month, I thought it was a great idea to show, what really happened in the Mexican-American War, where it happened, why it happened. So I think it was a good educational piece especially for youth of today. So,
well, this is why you're a nice guy, because the fact that I asked about a man filming right now, is this being shown tomorrow?
Yeah,
on national
I was going to bring that up,
he
and
should have
I
just
passed.
smacked me in the face, but he politely answered because he's a nice guy.
It's live right now, Jim.
I'm really happy you came, man. We really are. I mean, it's very rare you get. He's the most famous guy we'll probably ever have in the studio. I'm really happy that you.
I doubt it.
No, there's no one bigger than you in the world.
Appreciate that.
We're going to have in here. I mean, who? You? Maybe Jet Li. All right, you're probably second to Jet Li.
Oh, definitely.
What about Pedro's coming in like 10 minutes.
Is that the
from Napoleon Dynamite?
Pedro guy?
Oh, from Napoleon Dynamite.
I can't even compete with that guy.
Terrible. He won't say his real name.
I'm going to ask. This is for my own use. This will not be sold. To ask him to sign a glove.
Nice.
On here is Jake LaMotta, Emil something, and two other guys.
Nice.
I think Jerry Cooney and one other guy. And this is going to go.
Please just scribble over Jake LaMotta's
How funny would that be if he put it on and knocked my teeth out, and then refused to sign it?
Very good.
Well, thank you for coming, man. We're sorry you're leaving.
Absolutely.
And one more time, man. One more time. It's tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on the History Channel, hosting a Hispanic Heritage Month world premiere about the Mexican-American War.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Remember that one, Jim?
It kind of sucks we only had a few minutes with you, but they are handing me notes, so you must have a very busy schedule today or something.
Hey, Rich, do you want to ask him if he was around boxing, maybe doing like stuff with the troops during the Mexican-American War anymore?
Yeah, one more question from Rich Voss.
Go ahead, Rich.
Carlos Mencia, funny, not funny? What do you think? Funny. I don't have a question. I'm not,
boxing question.
Gentleman Jim Corbett.
A boxing question.
I asked greatest fighter of all time. Come up with something for him real fast before we go. His wife's helping him. This should be a doozy.
It was a great fight to throw in Manila, but the fight before it was Jeff Smith and Kareem Allah. I have nothing.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
You got Oscar De La Hoya and you mentioned a guy named Jeff Smith? What are you talking about? What's the most realistic boxing film that you've ever seen? Like, which one shows fighting and fighters the way it really is?
Well, you can't go wrong with with Raging Bull, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was watching the other day Cinderella Man, and that is to me the most inspirational movie as a fighter. I mean,
and that movie got great reviews, but no one went and saw it.
Right, yeah, nobody went to see it, but it was such a great boxing movie, like a fighting movie. But obviously, Raging Bull.
What about
all-time great?
What was it called? When They Were Kings?
When We Were Kings.
When We Were Kings, yeah, with Ali.
That is an amazing
that was a good
movie.
Film. Yeah, it was.
I always, when I hit the heavy bag, I basically should put on a dress and just slap it. When I hit it, I think of the way Foreman would dent the heavy bag when he hit it. I mean,
he was an animal. This guy was just, and you see him now. Yeah. You see him now, and he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. I mean, it's incredible. When he had hair, he was nice. Now that he's bald, he's like,
I got another communique.
It was the hair, you're right.
Yeah.
They're And it's written out this way. They're adamant about getting him out.
All right. Sorry, we love Oscar. We can't help it.
I'm sorry.
We love him.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you for coming in, man.
Thanks, guys. Oscar De La Hoya.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Oscar.
All right. Thank you, Oscar. Now you got to walk out awkwardly because we're not ready to take a break.
I'll follow him out.
Yeah, you can follow him out. Thanks. Thank you, Oscar. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Can I just get you to sign these two?
There it is. Look at Jimmy getting his autographs. Thank you, buddy. That's cool.
I'm thinking about
getting it on video and little Iraq's flash camera. Is that a My First camera, Iraq? You don't have to laugh so hard at my stupid.
Thank you, Oscar. There you go.
Feel bad for me today.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, I got one.
Dude, how cool is that? You got a boxing glove.
Yeah, man. That's.
He was cool. We could have done another half hour with that guy.
Yeah, I know. He was great.
Jimmy gets the coolest stuff to have signed.
Well,
like, it's not just sign this piece of paper.
No, he went into a panic. He didn't have anything for Oscar to sign. So he sent Nosferatu back to XM to get the glove.
And I thank you, by the way, to the intern who got it. I was like, why didn't I get something for him to sign? I mean, it's like, and I don't eBay any of this stuff, man. This is going to go up in the apartment, and I'll save it. But I wish I had Cooney, LaMotta, Oscar, Emil, and Emil's one of the fighters. He killed a guy in the ring years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, many years ago.
Yeah, what year was that again?
I don't, Rich. But I heard again. I'm not going to slander.
And he had to live with that his entire life, obviously. But
the rumor I heard was that he was gay, and that it was.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, I knew there was a story behind this.
Kind of common knowledge in the business or whatever.
The story gets hot.
Yeah. And there was the guy was taunting him about it or whatever, and he killed him in the ring for it.
Wow.
And
that'll show you.
Yeah, that
Where
would
did you
definitely.
meet him that you got his autograph?
I went to a boxing thing where I got Jake LaMotta. I got everybody.
Not the dead guy, the other guy.
All right, let's say hi to Nikki in New York.
Gotta
Nikki,
explain sometimes to Rich.
Nikki,
Nikki,
New York.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
So?
You're on the air. Question, please. Question.
Okay, I'm just wondering, do you guys shop at the Stupid People store to get all your guests on?
The Stupid People store.
What are you talking about?
Where that?
Retards to get on there, and then you guys think they're like so hilarious. They're stupid.
Who? Oscar? You didn't like Oscar?
Okay, not Oscar.
All right, who are you talking about?
Are you talking about me, Rich Voss?
Okay, no, I'm talking about the guy that was just on singing Secret Agent Man.
You don't understand the Secret Agent Man song and the humor in that?
Wait, all right, so what's the problem?
So he's got to be like slightly retarded, right?
Well,
all right, so you're mad because we got someone that's slightly retarded singing the Secret Agent Man.
And the segment before that, you're like talking about people with suicide and stuff. And then you have him on there, and you're cracking up at him.
I know. I actually, to be honest with you, I'm on the show occasionally. This is Jim Norton, and I agree with you. I think sometimes the segments are very tastelessly mixed, and I don't like any type of humor being poked in a certain way. I feel it was handled incorrectly. Is that kind of the way you feel?
Yeah, exactly. You're talking about suicide, and then you have a retard guy on there, and you're cracking up at him.
Well, did you actually has suicide affect?
I have to tell you, I thought it was really stupid. It wasn't even fun.
I couldn't agree more. Have you had somebody in your life commit suicide? I mean, I think it's a very serious subject.
Yes, I have.
You have?
Oh, see, there you go. A little close to home. Little too close to home there, Nikki.
Thanks for the laugh.
That's what happens.
Now that's awful, Nikki. Wait, Nikki,
like regular people on there that other people.
Nikki,
did you have to clean up the blood yourself, or did you get a cleaning crew?
Who was it, Nikki?
No, I save it for you so you can come over and lick it up.
Nikki, who was it?
Ooh.
Gotcha.
Nikki, who was it?
Yeah, who was it? That was
my cousin.
Okay.
One less seat at Thanksgiving. Who cares?
And I think that's terrible. And how did it? What did this poor person do?
Well, what difference does it make?
I'm asking because I've had certain things like that affect my life too.
What difference does it make? Whatever joke we're going to say.
I'm not going to joke about it. I don't think it's funny
Jimmy,
at all.
Yeah, we'll stay out of this.
I don't think it's funny at all. Because I've had stuff like that affect. So was it a cousin you're close to?
No, not really.
Oh, and how? What did they do to the person?
So it really shouldn't have affected you.
Out.
What's that?
He blew his brains out.
He blew his brains out.
There you go. Must not left much of a mess if he's a relative of yours.
Yeah.
That's okay that you have the laughing machine in the background laughing.
Man, that's going to devalue.
With my laughing machine, I rule the world. Laughing machine. What friggin' year are you?
Singing Secret Agent Man.
Nikki, he blew his brains out. So what happened?
You know that devalued all of his stuff at the garage sale.
Yeah, no, he hawked all that before we had a chance to do that.
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, what?
Do you realize we weren't even talking really about suicide? We were talking about a situation where somebody was involuntarily admitted to a hospital. Like suicide, we didn't get in depth into suicide and the reason. Like it wasn't a suicide conversation, Nikki.
Okay,
you took it as that.
From that and
you took it as that. Yeah, it wasn't a joke thing. It was a story. It was a real story.
The show is like starting to suck.
Then go listen to
something else. Starting to suck. Yeah, how long have you been listening, first of all?
A very long time.
A very long time. And you listen on XM or on regular radio?
XM.
And you don't know who sang Secret Agent Man?
Long-time listener, don't know who that was singing.
Why don't you listen to the same thing your cousin listened to? A bullet whizzing in.
Well, if your show doesn't get any better, I'll have no choice.
Don't try to be cutting, stupid.
Nikki,
you're lying.
You called up, no one cares.
You're
a bummed out.
Nikki, let me tell you the reality of being a listener to this show. You decide it's not for you anymore, you go away, someone takes your place.
We
don't give a crap.
We couldn't be happier. Don't threaten us. Don't make it like it's a threat that you're going to leave if we don't get funnier. We don't want you. Leave now.
We don't care.
Turn it off.
We don't care.
Turn it off.
We don't care. We've been doing this for 12 years. The only reason you're on the phone is so we can beat you up a little bit.
Nikki, do you have...
So everyone else can enjoy their morning.
Do you have your XM right there next to you?
No, I don't.
Then how did you hear Secret Agent Man?
When I was getting ready for work.
Hey, I was going to have you turn it up and then change the station so we could actually hear you not listening to us.
It was so bad that I had to...
I have a joke. All right, you want some humor? I got it.
Jimmy's got a good joke.
I got a joke.
Jimmy's got a joke.
You want humor?
Shut up.
I got humor.
That's the only thing you get to do different. You get to curse, say fuck, cunt, and then, the people love to hear that.
We're not cursing. Hey, stupid.
Hey, idiot that's been listening for years. We're on regular radio right now, you dummy.
You ugly broad. You're an ugly broad with no head-having cousin. What do you think of them apples? What do you think of them apples? Headless cousin haver? I can't believe Nikki's my cousin.
Did you have to have two boxes at the funeral home? One for his head and the rest for his body?
Maybe if you were there for him, he wouldn't have done it.
Right.
He wouldn't have combed his hair with a shotgun. Why don't you take a flying leap, you?
Hey, she laughed. She likes the show now.
Two Jews walk into a bar. Then they shot themselves. A Polak, a Jew, and an Italian are shooting themselves.
I would have loved to have gone to that wake. You got the coffin and then a whole hat box to the left.
I think we have a nomination.
That's right.
Just a whole
hat box.
I don't give a crap about you, your cousin, or your life.
That's right. We think it's a hoot.
Is your last name Dwyer?
Are you done, Nikki?
Are you done?
No.
No, we could do this all day.
We're going to continue goofing on you and your hatless cousin.
Well, bring it on.
Shut up.
All right, Nikki, why don't you show some dignity and just
hang up. You've been beaten up already. Just hang up. Do what you don't do in your personal life. Have some self-respect. You tried to call the radio show. You're obviously a lonely nothing of a person. Just have some dignity and hang up.
Hold on a minute.
Here you go, Nikki.
Got this.
This is for you, Buttercup. There's a man who leads a life of danger. Everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. Every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow.
You like it, Nikki?
Secret Agent Man, Secret Agent Man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name.
That's my favorite part now, by the way. Way your name.
Have a nice day.
She hung up.
Did she?
I swear to God, she hung up.
I really wish Kenny was related to her as a cousin. Let me just explain why I can no longer make eye contact with Kenny.
Yeah.
Not only did he not need a lyric sheet, he was holding the mic with both hands and shaking it like he was the third superstar in the Idolmaker. Who are you, Cesare? I just want to take you where I'm going. If anyone remembers that Ray Sharkey movie from the early 80s.
Go check out.
Have a little AIDS, Ray.
Go check out the video of Club Soda Kenny singing Secret Asian Man on YouTube. It's great. Hey, Manny in Texas, what's up?
Manny.
Manola.
Start off, Anthony. We're holding there. Opie, that was the line of the day. It wasn't even a line. That was a perfectly timed laugh when that stupid bitch said about her cousin dying. That was
Yeah, that definitely is the top nominee for line of the day.
By the way, I went with the real laugh today instead of the obnoxious one because I wanted to hurt just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
It was beautifully timed. It was perfect.
Yeah, I got good comedic timing.
Thank you, guys.
I think. All right, Manny. Hey, we got to take a break. Ant's got to do some phone calls. We got Rich Voss and Bonnie in studio.
And we have a couple of guests as well. They here yet or not yet? Yes. Oh.
Who's here? Oh, Pedro's here. Nice.
From
Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite in
from.
Studio next. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Can I do one thing before we go? One more quick plug for Oscar De La Hoya hosting the Hispanic Heritage Month world premiere tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on the History Channel for the Mexican-American War. And thank you to him for coming in.
Oh, my God, really fast. We started something really crazy on our XM show. We want to bring it to the commercial radio stations. We got an update from Dugout Doug. Go, Doug.
I watched that dancing show last night, and I was gleaming as Jerry Springer stays yet another week.
Yes. Yeah. We have decided to make Jerry Springer the winner of Dancing with the Stars or Dancing with Stars or whatever the hell it's called.
We need all the fans, we forgot to mention that on this, to vote for Springer. He called in on XM. He was actually very cool. We would love to see him. He promised to dedicate it to the Opie and Anthony Show if he wins.
Yep. And we know the show blows. You don't have to watch it.
Well, we're doing what we can.
Just vote for him.
Yeah, we just want to show the power of this radio show. So it's Dancing with the Stars. We're going to force them to deem to make Jerry Springer the winner at the end of this thing. Where do they go to vote? I don't even know, Doug.
It's on the TV station website. I don't have the address on me, but I can tell you this. When the woman that got voted off started crying, when the hosts sighed and the crowd booed, I felt energized. People,
oh, is that great?
Jerry Springer cannot dance to save his life, and he was shocked that he stayed. If this guy goes another 3 weeks...
Get him on the phone. Get Jerry Springer on the phone.
Yeah.
If he does it because we are influencing it, trust me, everybody out there, you'll feel great about yourself.
Who got voted off?
Harry Hamlin, and I don't know who the dancer was.
Not Harry Hamlin.
Not Harry. Remy.
Do you like him, Bonnie?
Well, his wife did so well last year.
Lisa Rinna?
Yeah, Lips Rinna.
Yeah, Lips Rinna.
Lips Rinna.
Oh, I like her.
You ever see her face without makeup? It's a horror show, man.
The announcer.
It is a horror show. Like someone threw like just a whole cup of acid right in her face.
Wow.
They cover up a world of hurt with that makeup. So, Doug, your website is what, and where do they go to vote for Springer? Real fast, we got to take a break.
I have no idea.
No, come on, man. Get the good plug in. You don't get the good plugs over here. You guys are hosting that incredible video from Cleveland, the foaming blank.
I'm sorry. You were talking about my website. That would be oaexperience.com.
oaexperience.com. They have a video we can't host, unfortunately, because of the rules and regulations. So we gave it to Doug. It's a girl that was doing a thing in the studio in Cleveland.
It's foamed.
It's Diet Coke and Mentos, but it's not not the typical way you do those type of experiments. It's foaming blank. Fill in the blank and go check it out.
Looked like it had rabies.
And Mike, sorry, and Doug, go to where to vote for Springer?
Now, see, that's what I thought you asked the first time. That I have no idea.
I guess you go to the ABC website and go with Dancing with the Stars or something like that.
Yeah, is that ABC? Then yeah, it's definitely on that website. But you can only do it during the 30 minutes of the show on Tuesday nights.
We want everyone to vote for Springer as a goof, and we want to show the power of this show and make him the winner. We did this with the Big Brother competition. We did this with Rockstar, was it called?
Yeah.
Rockstar, we got a guy voted back on the show for a night. So we got a lot of power with this program.
Hey, Doug, you're a pretty big guy, right? I remember you.
Yes.
Can you handle yourself physically?
Yes.
All right. Can you email me? I got a question for you. I don't need you to beat anybody up. I just got a question for you.
No problem.
Thank you.
right.
I don't have your regular email. Thank you, Cupcake.
All right, thanks, Doug. Ant's got to make some phone calls. Ray in St. Louis, real fast.
What's going on, guys? You guys are killing me with the Secret Agent Man song.
It's good, right?
I think it's great.
Day and night in the shower. Oh my God!
It really, and it's awful enough to hear it, but then to hear it in his voice, it just makes it even worse.
And I'm trying to sing it in his voice.
Agent Man.
Look at this. Look at this guy taking away my my happiness. Mike in Jersey, go.
What's up, guys? Hey, Ope, I got to call you out on it. Jimmy was ranting and rolling. You threw that coffin line out there, got no response. Waited about 30 seconds, threw it out again, and got a big laugh.
I got excited, and I had
a coffin line.
No, he threw it out better the second
I
time.
had enough confidence. I knew it was going to work, but I got excited and jumped on Jimmy, which wasn't cool. So I sat back, waited, and I knew it was going to work, so I did it again. That happens from time to time on this show.
Yeah, sometimes you fire a line out a second time. We've all done it where no one hears it, and you're like, all right, good, I got to throw a free pitch, and then you do it again. I got a genuine laugh out of that.
And you usually don't get genuine laughs from me, Jimmy?
No, out of a second time hearing it, I never hear a joke for a second time.
All right. Bill from Waterford said I could take the rest of the day off, so I'm going to do that.
No.
So it's just going to be you and Rich at this point, because Ant's doing
Fighting for line of the day.
Ant's doing phone calls. I don't need to work anymore today, so it's you two. You guys just do the show.
Maybe I have Oscar come back.
All right.
And we talk.
It's Opie, Anthony, Jim Norton.
Rich Bonney.
And
Mike Kenny.
And
Is
them.
that our name now, Rich Bonnie?
And them.
Rich Bonney.
And Travis.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Anthony's back at studio.
Oh, yeah. I went out to
make some phone calls.
Make some phone calls to no less than 3 doctors that could... Oh, hold on.
Get it?
Hold on. Jesus Christ, I don't want to miss this one.
Your phone's ringing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello? Speaking. Oh, you actually got a person on the phone. Oh.
Ant's talking to the hospital.
Someone's on the phone.
He's getting an update on his girl.
I hear about the residents meeting all the time. Yes.
What do we do?
I don't know. We either hear a very happy Anthony.
I want to set up a meeting where my girlfriend gets checked out of the hospital. That's what I want to do. If that entails coming in and meeting and talking with you, and the end result is getting out of the hospital, then I am fully enthralled to come and meet. But no. See, another lie. I heard up to 72 hours, and yeah.
Uh-oh.
There's another thing that I'm hearing. Wait, I just want to explain to you what I'm hearing all the time. What I'm hearing all the time is, I'm not the one, or I'm this one. I'm not the one that does this. I need the person that does the signing of the paper that gets my completely sane girlfriend out of an insane asylum. That's what I need immediately. Where is Dr. Sanders? Where's... Okay. I try to explain.
Oh. Hi, Pedro.
Right.
Pedro just gave me a peace sign from over there. Can you say awkward?
Do you understand she was... Yes. You do understand she was interviewed intoxicated. You do understand one person interviewed her intoxicated, and based on that, she was involuntarily admitted. And when she sobered up, she even said she has no recollection of what she even said to that shrink, and then was thrown upstairs with people that do have to be up there, and she's fine. And no one I talk to has the power. See, this is what is annoying me. No one I am talking to, they are giving me no one to talk to that has the power to go, yeah, I'm the guy that makes the decision to sign out this person. You're telling me you don't.
He's listening. He's listening. He's listening. She's listening on the phone. Apparently, she's giving him directions to the.
Have you spoken to her? Have you spoken to her?
This weekend. Right?
Have you spoken to her?
Leave it after the show today. Tonight through Saturday. Nice.
Are you listening to me?
No.
No, I'm talking to her.
Oh, no, we're not listening, Ant. We're doing a show. You just keep doing what you're doing over there. Oh, my God, my heart stopped.
So you haven't even personally sat down and spoken to her.
My heart.
So here's what I get. No, you please. I know you do a lot of the please listen to me. Please listen to me for a second. How have you not sat down and spoken to her? And that can't give you a very good gauge on whether this is just another person going, I'm fine, or a boyfriend going, she's fine. You haven't even talked. If you sat down for 5 minutes and spoke to her, you would go, oh my, if you knew what you were doing, which I'm not saying you do or don't, but I'm just saying if you knew, you would sit and go, oh my God, what is this girl doing in here? I would suggest talking to her. The doctors that no one... The doctors that have met with her, the ones that we can't ever talk to for some reason, those are the ones. Okay, how about an hour? I can be there in an hour. How about 9:30? Unfortunately, what? You're having an off-site meeting. Here's another thing that bugs. Here's another thing that bothers me a lot. Every time I try to get in touch with one of the doctors that can do something, they're in some meeting, a conference, and now an off-site meet. Is that a golf game? Please be honest with me. Is an off-site meeting chasing a Titleist around a grassy field? Because I want to talk to somebody that signs the paper. Dr. Sanders. Where is Dr. Sanders at 9:30? You know how much more crazy I am than she is? You're going to see if he's available at 11:30.
So, Pedro, you're in a new movie?
Yeah, you can't speak for them. I'm not asking you to speak for them. I'm asking to speak to them. You don't understand how frustrating this is. And no matter how much of the voice you put on, the calming thing they teach you in school, I am fucking livid. You don't understand how upsetting this is because she is so upset. Because she got drunk because her boyfriend of 7 years, who she's never had an argument with, had an argument with her. And she decided she was going to get drunk, like I did 2 nights before that, because I was in an argument with a girl that we had never been in an argument in 7 years. And she went on a bender. That's it. And now an interview she had with some shrink, totally wasted, comes into play. I can't get an answer from anybody. I can't talk to a doctor that can give me an answer. I talk to people like you and like the nurse desk and people that blow me off and give me these bullshit answers about how we could set this up. There's no guarantees, this, that. I want an answer. Tentatively scheduled for 11:30. $12:31.
How was it working with Jessica Simpson?
What's this off?
Hot.
You know what, though? This is what happens. I was being straightforward. Someone said they were being straightforward to me yesterday also when I was promised a phone call from Dr. Sanders, which I never got. This straightforward crap isn't working. I'm not believing it. I'm seeing a bunch of lying people here. A bunch of people that are putting me and my girl off. That are pushing things hours ahead until conveniently enough, oh, it's too late. You know what I want to do? I want to meet with someone ASAP so she could get out of there today. Today. What are you doing right now? What do you have scheduled for right now? Team report. What is team report? How about you schedule a meeting with my girlfriend? That way you can talk to her. I'm not being abusive. Abusive? Wow. I am being adamant. I am being passionate. I am being upset. You're going to call me back in 10 minutes. And I was hung up on by a social worker. A social worker. Hi. Yeah.
She didn't hang up on you.
No, she did.
Oh.
I was hung up. Because it was a three-way call with my sister and the social worker. Nuts. And I'm being abusive.
Right.
To her. You know,
don't throw it. You're going to need the phone. Don't throw it.
No, I need this phone.
Don't throw it.
This phone would be through the wall. That's what you deal with. That's what you deal with the medical community. It's off-site thing. The past 3 days have been nothing but this off-site, these vagaries of what these doctors do. These vague, they're at a conference or this off-site. Hey, you hooked that one. That's what an off-site meeting is. They put me through and my girlfriend, more importantly, through this crap, and I'm the one that's being abusive?
You weren't being abusive.
You lock people up? I'm trying to get an honest goddamn answer out of these people. Unbelievable. I'm going to tentatively set up a meeting at 11:30 and see if I could get this guy. No guarantees are ever made. If that doesn't work, it'll be 12:30. If that doesn't work, she goes, then I'll try for 1:30. And then the time goes by. Here's how because it's happened. The time ticks by, and then it ends up, well, it's too late. You got to wait another day. Oh, my God. I could not be more pissed off at anything. This is the most pissed off I've been at human beings. Oh, my God. The medical community are a bunch of fuckos, if I may use the word. It's a new cereal by Kellogg's. Bunch of F's and O's. Oh!
We should take a break.
What? Hold on.
Well, maybe not.
So employee of the month, huh, Pedro?
What
is that?
I concur.
No. Oh, boy.
What happened, Ant? What happened?
Nothing. I'm just getting a text from my girlfriend's sister. She just got to, call that woman back, I guess, and give her the rational good cop portion of that program.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of social worker, because you weren't being abusive, you were just annoyed, interprets that as abuse? You see how they overreact. What she can't handle having a heated discussion with someone who doesn't agree with her?
No.
Ugh.
That's a social worker? Jesus. If they aren't all nice to her, she loses it and hangs up.
What a pig.
Unbelievable.
All right, we're going to take a break.
All right, I'll make one more phone call.
Monsters.
You're leaving?
No, if we're taking a break.
Yeah, we're taking a break. I asked Mark if we could go late on this side of the show. What did he say?
We're still talking to him. What is he? He's having an off-site meeting?
What's the problem? We go late. If the affiliates want to keep going with us, then they keep going with us. That's what I say. Okay.
Do you ever see the way Mark's slacks fit?
It's Opie, Anthony, Jim Norton, and Pedro.
Hello.
Employee of the month?
Employee of the month with Dane Cook and Jessica Simpson.
kidding,
What?
man.
Holy jeez, sorry you've been there.
No, I'm right there. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, we'll talk to him next, okay?
Sure.
Am I going right now?
Go for it, dude. Go.
Your real name's Efron?
Who's that?
Efren?
Yeah, Efren.
Yo,
what up?
Hey,
how you guys doing? Hey there, hi there, ho there. What?
All right, we'll continue in just a bit. It's Opie.
No worries, man.
And a lot of other people, including old Jimmy Norton, who will be at the Pittsburgh Improv all weekend long, starting tonight. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. To the affiliates, we're going a little late today. We might make it to 9:30. If you want to continue with us, great. If you want to play some classic rock, do that. Whatever. Do what you have to do. But we're going a little late here before we move over to XM exclusively, okay?
Look at Boston. Leave it to Boston with that call.
What? Where?
Line 3.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going to go there, but Mike in Boston, what's up?
Hey, Mike.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, Mike?
Hey.
Yeah, I'll leave it to Boston, right? Listen, common sense isn't working. Being civil isn't working. Walk in, walk out. End of story. Deal with the repercussions afterwards.
Well, Mike, that was the in case of emergency break glass, and I was getting very close to that point where I was going to pull the Cobra up, and you would see a wonderful Fox 5 would probably cover it. A wonderful high-speed chase in a Shelby GT 500 Cobra. And probably would be great is one of those new. What are the cops using these days? The new pursuit vehicles, the Chargers. I'd blow the doors off. I defy any cop out there to catch me in their Charger. I'm putting a challenge out to the police.
Oh, great.
No charges.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Please, police officers.
He's lost his mind. Now he's attacking the people that love us.
Hopefully all I could do is throw my pile of PBA cards out and hope it covers his windshield.
Hopefully you got a full house.
But no, dude, it was like you were saying. Like, you go fast in that car, and what are they going to do? Stop you and look at and find the car?
What are they going to do?
Cares?
Right. Who cares? I got a couple of keys in the trunk. Fine. You think I'm popping the trunk for them? They're going to have to work for it.
I love when people try to tell you what you can do. Dude, if the police officer doesn't have a comment and say, please, you don't have to let him search the car.
You can go. You're free to go. Well,
commit the crime, man. Just walk out of the hospital.
No, actually, it is a crime.
We got an update.
Late breaking news.
We went into the break, and Anthony went into the office to make some more phone calls.
I got a call, waiting, as I was talking to my girlfriend's sister, who was, going to play the good cop to my just what you heard on the other bad cop to the social worker. And I guess she had a couple of minutes to think it over, the social worker, and I got a call back. And I do have a meeting to go to at 11:30. She goes, come in for the meeting, and your girlfriend will be discharged immediately after the meeting. She goes, everything is being set up, and she will be discharged. I think that might have gotten to. I think actually either that might have happened or they will commit me based on that phone call.
Could you do us all a favor and have the meeting in the parking lot?
Because I think
maybe
it's
on
got to be a public place.
Maybe on a picnic table so you have a chance to run if they do go after you.
So far it looks like good news because there is she spoke with everybody, all the parties involved. Meeting 11:30 just to meet face to face, and then everything is being put through, and she will be released.
Please show up in the Nazi helmet.
You want me to show up with the Nazi helmet?
But please don't mention it. Just talk very logically.
Just talk completely normal with the Nazi helmet on?
Say, look, the problem with psychiatry, and then just have the Nazi helmet on.
Tell her she's being so glib.
Yes. Say, I say, look, this is a big problem here. I'd like to exterminate it.
I think I have the final solution to this problem.
I want you to show up with just your underpants on and black socks.
And the Nazi helmet.
And the Nazi helmet. I'm here to get my girlfriend. Hey, really fast before we move on.
Our guest.
Yes. Tomorrow's the last day of our production contest that went horribly wrong.
Went so fast.
Went horribly wrong once again. We're just trying to give you guys some cool stuff, and I don't know. We'll have to go back to the drawing board on this. Oh, who knows? We'll see what the top 5 entries end up being.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been asking you for a production piece about the Opie and Anthony show. And next week, we're going to announce the best 5 entries. You have one more day to submit your entry at 923freefm.com. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., that's it. No more entries can be submitted.
You better hurry up with some good ones.
And then next week, we'll give out 5 MacBooks to the best 5. All right? All right. It has everything you need to explore all your creative possibilities, and you can take it with you wherever you go. Head to the Apple Store or apple.com to check it out for yourself.
And I'm leaving for Pittsburgh right after this. Because I know you're not going to make your meeting, by the way, because you have to be on till 11.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to happen.
So,
I'll be, wow. What time are you leaving?
Whenever you are, boss.
Oh, my God. That show's all yours, Rich. Opie's leaving, too.
Oh. Show again. I didn't even bother turning your mic on. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, I will be leaving a little early.
Yeah, me too.
Today. Hey, who is this IMing me on such a happy day with, let's see, no sound?
Uh-oh.
Oh, someone's been... Okay, no, I'll throw him the bone. I'll turn the mic back on. Don't I am a thank you, or I will bounce you.
Steve turned it off. I asked him to, because we were talking.
Oh, Steve.
About decisions he's making in his personal life.
I didn't know they speak bear. I understand him.
Can we say hi to Pedro? He's been sitting for an hour.
I know. I feel so bad. I'm sorry.
No.
There is this tremendous personal issue going on, and it's finally being resolved.
I think you should show up with a Nazi hat, your boxers, your black socks, and a Vote for Pedro T-shirt, and you'll be fine.
I hate you because of those Vote for Pedro shirts. I love Napoleon Dynamite. Yes, that's him.
Oh, wow.
Of course it is.
I love...
See?
No, but the Vote for Pedro shirts.
Yeah, could you...
I think I built her a cake.
You see? Perfect.
That was my impression of you from Napoleon Dynamite. It was very funny. Very funny.
But wherever you go is the Vote for Pedro T-shirt. That's got to make you happy, but to see it over and over and over again, wherever you walk in Manhattan, every kid has a Vote for Pedro T-shirt.
Did you get tired of seeing our billboards on the buses?
No, because it's about us.
Right, because it's about us.
And that's what he's thinking.
If I had a sweatshirt that said Opie and Anthony, of course I'd be supporting it every day.
Yes.
Can I make an observation? Usually we have a fun show, a lot of chuckles.
Yeah.
And Pedro, real name I can't pronounce.
What?
Walks in the door and he's all happy, like he's like light in his step, has a little spring to his step.
Of course.
He walks around the corner over there, and all he sees is all hell breaking loose with you on the phone, yelling and screaming at somebody in a hospital, and his whole mood changed. He tiptoes to the couch and sits down and doesn't say a word pretty much for an hour.
I gotta apologize.
He's just been sitting there for an hour.
You walked into a really stupid radio show.
But he got it, though. He just stopped and was like, oh, okay, something weird's happening.
Something odd is happening.
You hear a man on the phone with a psychiatrist on a radio show.
Commitment and problems. Like, okay.
Yeah.
This is a serious issue.
Yeah, it was a little much. It was not like your normal morning zoo show.
I felt right at home.
Did you?
I was like, Mom, Dad, are you here?
No.
What?
Couple issues. Everyone's got their cross to bear, you know?
Yeah.
It just happens. But, yeah, hopefully that's all straightened out. But now I could go back to being a radio guy. New project?
Employee of the Month.
Employee of the
Dane
Month.
Cook, Jessica Simpson.
Dane Cook, who is just blown up.
Yeah.
He is a
I
huge...
love that guy.
He's doing SNL this weekend, right?
Yeah.
The premiere, I think, right?
Second time, yeah.
I gotta officially announce it.
What?
He's gotten too big for the show.
What?
It happens.
Has he?
It happens with all you guys. We get you on the way up, and we get you on the way down.
Who's the musical guest?
I don't know, but Dane Cook has done our show over the years. He did our show in studio and a phone call to promote his HBO...
Tourism, right?
what was it called?
The Vicious Circle.
Yeah. The Vicious Circle, which was unbelievable. He's in town, SNL, doesn't need us anymore. You know, he should be in studio or at least calling us. Is that going to happen? Where's Roland?
Let's get rolling.
Where's Roland?
Yeah, let's get rolling. Are we getting dinged?
I hear a phone ringing.
Uh-oh.
Keep talking.
We regret
next week we're going to get him.
We get to inform you.
Text.
Hold on a second.
What?
Next week, Ding's going to call in.
Why not while he's in town doing SNL?
I'm trying to get. Well, he's on rehearsals all this week, so we're trying to get him in studio next week.
But what time does he rehearse? I know that they rehearse, but they don't rehearse that early.
But doesn't he want to promote the season premiere of SNL?
Yeah,
that he's on.
The Killers are the music guest.
To the mic.
The Killers are the musical guest.
The Killers.
Yeah.
Those guys are cool too.
So we're not getting him until next week when he's done with SNL.
Yeah, that's usually the routine is for all the hosts, though, because they're...
All right. All right, we'll have to wait and see. He's been a friend of the show, so I'll take your word on that.
So you
By the way, in studio tomorrow, Jet performing live.
If you guys get, and it might happen, we don't know, but Arlie Ermy, the drill instructor from Full Metal Jacket, if he's here tomorrow while I'm in Pittsburgh, I'm going to set fire to the Improv doors and all shows will be canceled. If I miss the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket to be in Pittsburgh, I will shoot myself and everybody in the room. And Matthew Modine next week, too.
Oh, that's a show you should go to, then.
But
it's going to be a hot ticket.
That's right.
Then your cousin will call in next week.
All right, so the new movie...
How did we all bomb on that one? That was like a softball lobbed up, and it was 3 big swings and 3 big whooshes.
Yeah, well, that's why I was going right back to Pedro to save the day.
Hey, guys.
Hey, before we talk about the new movie...
wildest dreams will come true for sure.
Before we talk about the new movie, I'm sure you've answered this a million times. Napoleon Dynamite. You came out of nowhere, right? You weren't acting or anything like that before that movie?
What?
Were you acting?
Or were you? I don't know.
To be or not to be, that is the question where there's no one in mind. So
you did high school plays like I did.
High school plays.
I was doing theater in Los Angeles for a while. Yeah.
I was in Bye Bye Birdie.
Have you heard Mockingbird?
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh. I was one of the singing teenagers.
Of course.
Yeah.
I did that too in high school. I studied Shakespeare and improv and Viola Spolina's work and Uta Hagen and Stella Adler and Sanford Meisner and
Isn't that
Chekhov and Stanislavski's work.
So how does it feel like as an acting? Because I've done a little acting, being the operative word, to have done like all that stuff and all that training. And then you get known for this weird role, and it's like everybody calls you by that character name.
Well, there's the inside work and there's the outside work. Everybody recognizes me as the outside world of the work. And it's always about the work. You do theater and you study like Tennessee Williams and Arthur Miller, and David Mamet, and it's there's three parts to it that I always see it as is acting for the artist, right? Acting in the business and acting in the business of Hollywood. For the artist, it's always about the self work and how to improve your technique. And how to master the craft. The acting in the business is understanding who the directors are, the producers, and cast directors. The business of Hollywood is like the whole, dealing with the fans and dealing with the red carpet and the cameras and all the glitz and glamour. And, that's all good.
They don't got to tell us.
So, but it's always about the work, I mean, you guys are here. We're doing the work all the time.
Yeah.
No matter what. And this is our passion. We love doing this. We love to communicate, to connect.
Who knew Pedro was brilliant?
I know. And so well versed in acting.
I know. I thought we'd get a couple of goofy Napoleon Dynamite, lines out and kick your ass out the door. But the guy is
I got to ask you a couple of things. One,
Sure.
I did love Napoleon Dynamite.
Thank
of course, it's fantastic. What was the deal with the wig? Like, that seemed like there was a reason it was put in that we weren't being told. Was it just to be weird, or did something happen?
The director who wrote it with his wife Jerusha, and I love those guys. They wrote what they knew, right? And his wife's little brother actually felt hot one day, so he shaved his head. It's like, so a lot of the scenes actually occurred. Like, the guy who played Kip, his little brother really ordered a time machine online.
Sorry.
Doesn't work.
And thought it would work. So, and the whole crystals, you forgot to put in the crystals. I mean, that really did happen.
Damn.
And Preston, Idaho is really like that.
And did you make many Waterworld jokes with your co-star? I forget her name at this point, but she was adorable in Waterworld.
Tina Majorino.
Yeah.
I love her. This girl, sweet girl, really sweet girl.
Yeah.
And I know she's working on Veronica Mars right now, right?
Yeah. Oh, is she?
Yeah. It's like,
I hear that show's good.
After Napoleon Dynamite, everyone's career just blew up, and again with the question about how do I feel about being known as Pedro, the public eye knows me as Pedro. Then I just finished Crank is still out in theaters where I'm playing a transvestite, and
I thought I knew you.
Yeah,
I thought I knew you.
And my job as an actor is when you take on a role, you want to do something completely, totally different. And you think of actors like Johnny Depp and Sean Penn. Sean Penn when he played Spicoli, right? And then he did, that same year he did Bad Boys, right?
Bad Boys, yeah.
So you go, I look at that career and I go, you know what? That's what I want to do. These guys are geniuses of our time.
Hey, that just gave me an idea. Things don't pan out. Pillowcase full of soda cans. Nice.
There you go. Right?
What a great scene that was. Oh.
Who's Warren Jerome?
Wow, you remember names and everything.
Yeah, I do, but when it comes down to action, I can quote any film, and yet when it comes down to acting, I just stand there, and I just kind of mumble, and my hands move awkwardly, and it's like, I actually walked out of an audition when I go, this sucks. I stopped it, the guy goes, no, you're doing okay, but then he let me leave. He didn't stop me.
Didn't say come back?
No, he was like, nah, that was okay, as the door's opening.
Hey, you're also a DJ, someone is saying?
Yeah, I actually,
do you do buttery beats?
Buttery beats? Oh, I was like, what? Is that a song? No, dude, I do a lot of mashups, from, I mix hip-hop with, classic rock, of course.
You do any Sabbath?
Of course.
Any we know?
I haven't done that. Well, we all know about Sweet Home Alabama, Guns N' Roses, The Cult. I like mixing Hard House with, bands like Depeche Mode and Adamant. I recently did Hard House with the Beatles, and it was just great. You should have
brought that in. We would have played it for you.
Really? Well, I got a website. It's called EphraimRamirez.net, and I also have a MySpace account. It's myspace.com/Ephraim Ramirez.
And Ephraim is E-F-R-A-N.
E-F-R-E-N.
Oh, E-N. I'm sorry.
You got
differently. E-F-R-E-N.
You got counterfeiters on there?
Let me tell you, Opie, it's Ephraim Ramirez, okay?
You got any people on there posing as you on MySpace?
I got about over 100.
Yeah. And you go there and you go, that's not me. It's not. Oh, you got everything wrong.
It's such a trip, up to the point that of how many fans, how many people who want to claim all that. I'm thinking it's all good, Yeah.
So
it's nothing but love,
Nothing but love and stalking.
I'll tell you guys, I was shooting Employee of the Month, and it's like we were shooting at 8 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning. I go back to my hotel room, and we were shooting in Santa Fe as well as Albuquerque, and normally I would change my name like Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp would change his name to Donkey Penis, so just think about my name. So I would go back to my room, and there's a girl sleeping on my bed. And I thought, wow, room service. This is great. So I go back downstairs. I talk to the manager. And the manager's like, well, your girlfriend said she wanted to surprise you. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I don't have a girlfriend. So, I go back up. I mean, she's sleeping in her chonies, For those of you kids who don't know, she's in her underwear and that's it. And right next to her, she's got a bag. In the bag, she got the Vopa Pedro t-shirt, the DVD, the bobblehead, and a little action doll figure, I'm thinking, what? So I kind of poke her, and then I go, hey, and she wakes up. She's like, oh, I'm trying to explain herself. I sign give a couple of autographs. We go downstairs. We have breakfast. And 2 weeks later, I end up having dinner with her family just to make sure that she was okay, And it was.
Are you gonna tell me you didn't hit it?
He said he poked her.
You didn't hit that? A girl in your hotel room in her underpants and she's crazy? How do you not?
I had sex with her. It's obvious.
Good for you. I just want to get it.
I mean, let's be honest. Come on, Efren. You're talking to some professionals here. You had sex with her, and then you made sure she wasn't going to call the authorities. So hence the breakfast and meeting the family.
No one meets the family. If that was a fat male lunatic asleep in his underwear, would you have signed stuff and took him for a little bite and then met his family? Of course not.
Who do you think you're talking to here?
I prey on mental illness.
I keep asking myself, well, what would Brando do?
Right.
He probably would have sent her to the Oscars to accept whatever he won.
Of course.
That is crazy, though, that she got into your room just like that.
I'm thinking, maybe I should. Mind you, we were filming in Santa Fe as well as Albuquerque, so maybe they just had my name.
They just figured it out.
Blow it up a little bit. That's nice.
Yeah.
So, what do you play in Employee of the Month?
My character's name is Jorge, and I played Dax Shepard's, I would say, slave. It's Dane Cook and Dax Shepard who not only are fighting to become the Employee of the Month, but they're fighting for Jessica Simpson's love. And I'm best friends to Dax Shepard, and I help him out, try to figure out how to help him win the Employee of the Month and win Jessica's heart. But all the things that happen in this film, it's really funny. Greg Coolidge, who not only, he directed it, but he wrote it, and he's an actor himself, so he understood the characters. And with an ensemble cast like Andy Dick and Sean Whalen, Tim Baxter, and then Danny Woodward, these guys are really funny.
Mm-hmm.
So, people always wonder about Jessica Simpson. They're like, well, she's a musician, she's not an actress. But, she too is an entertainer, and this role was written for her. She plays a really sweet girl. So, wrapped around all these kooky, comedic character actors. So, of course it's going to work. I went to the premiere, and the film is really good.
Tell us something about Jessica Simpson we don't know.
She really knows how to bake cookies.
Really?
She's a really good cook.
Does she eat her own boogers?
I don't know about that.
That would be interesting to
That could add
find
the
out.
flavor to the cookies, right?
That wouldn't bother me a bit. I'd still make out with her with one glistening on her lip.
Well, I did play her little sister's boyfriend in a video. You know, did it to your boyfriend. I thought, well, you know, would that be wrong if I played your little sister's boyfriend and trying to hit up on Jessica? You know?
No, not at all.
Oh, well.
How old's your little sister?
I don't know. I just know as long as she's legal, that's fine.
Yeah.
Didn't something go on with Andy Dick on the set for that show? Like, didn't he like snap or lose it?
I mean, Andy Dick's, as we all know, Andy Dick's always Andy Dick. You know, he's really wild and rambunctious, and I really love that guy. You know, but working on the set, mind you, I think we're all delirious at some point because, I mean, we're really shooting long hours. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're all like strung out on Red Bull and coffee. So, and I know his you know, Andy Dick's pretty wild, and you know, there are moments when he was just nuts.
I would love. I know he's probably like a friend of yours and stuff, but I would love, like, as he's going crazy, like, and being all hyper and stuff, for someone to just punch him in the face real hard and watch him just get knocked out. That would probably be the funniest thing ever to see Andy Dick do.
You know what? I actually saw Grizzly Man when I was there. Have you seen that documentary?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh.
Wouldn't you love to see Andy Dick do a spoof on, you know, Grizzly Man?
He should do it on
Hello, Mr. Chocolate.
Yeah.
Mr. Chocolate, try my Speedos.
Only if it ends the exact same way, with the guy getting eaten.
No spoof. Just him and Steve C. nude in the woods.
Grizzly Man, did you think he wanted to commit suicide by bear? I'm convinced that he...
I think that was his purpose in life.
I was convinced that I saw that. I thought that movie was really, really interesting because he got so famous for doing this thing, and he was on Letterman and all that, and then it started drying up. Like, people were like, all right, Grizzly Man, you're out in the woods with the bears again this summer, and they weren't paying as much attention to him, and I think he was completely nuts, and he decided, you know what, I'm going to go out in a huge way here. He decided that summer to stay later than he ever did, knowing the quote friendlier grizzly bears were leaving that area, and then the more surly bears were coming into that same area. He knew what he was getting himself into, and I'm convinced he wanted to go out by being mauled by a bear.
Honestly, I think his decision became emotionally based rather than well thought out, and because of that, you know, he lost focus of what he wanted to do in the first place. But there was so much anger inside him already since there's so many issues that he was dealing with, and you know, they were finally coming out, especially when he was all by himself out in the woods, you know, and he tried to connect with something. You know, if it wasn't himself, then it was with the bears, and the bears, you know, mind you, it's a flipping bear, yo. You know, it's gonna eat you up. It's not Winnie the Pooh.
Right.
So, you know, it happened.
They're telling us you have to go.
Oh, man.
We're going to take a break and wrap up the Opie and Anthony show, but let's get some plugs in. Can you do it as Pedro, please?
Dude, anything for you guys. And I'll tell you guys this for the rest of my life. No matter how many films I do, you guys will be family for the rest of my life.
See,
yeah,
I think we hit a nerve because we brought him in on such a personal thing.
Yeah,
so now we're family.
If you see him in 20 years, what radio show? The guy was on the phone with the mental hospital. Oh yes, I do remember that.
It's Employee of the Month.
And I gotta tell you, I gotta push this. I just signed contracts to do Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah,
they're remaking it.
They're remaking it.
Oh, nice.
You're going to be perfect for that movie.
What role are you doing?
My character's name is Santiago. I'm a foreign exchange student from Spain.
Are they rewriting it or are they remaking it?
They're remaking it, but it has like a different ending, you know.
Updated.
And they're updating it with the new technology that's out there now.
Yeah.
I'd hate to see him play that same song that they played.
Right. It's
a little dated.
Yeah, but the script is really good, guys. I'm really excited to do this project.
Vote for Pedro?
Or something.
Are you happy to have a white family now? That we're...
Oh, yeah. You know, it's like, oh, wait, you guys are white?
What, Rich?
What?
I don't know what you mean.
Try the wine.
This is his family now.
Oh, he's walking here. He's walking.
Where are you going?
Yeah, he knows he's bombing. All right, Efren, it was a pleasure. Efren Ramirez from Employee of the Month.
It's my pleasure meeting you guys.
All right, we're going to wrap up this mess next.
Wait, we got to plug Employee of the Month.
We did.
Oh, okay.
What movie are we plugging?
Open Friday Wide.
With Dane Cook and Jessica Simpson and yourself, and who else is in it?
Dak Shepard, you know, Sean Whalen, Danny Woodburn, Tim Bagley, and Andy Dick.
This Friday.
Oh, and he also likes banging stalkers.
Sleeping lunatics.
Yeah.
Poking.
Yeah, they can all find me on myspace.com/Efren Ramirez.
Hold on, Roland has something. Roland what?
Oh, Roland has
Roland.
The movie's out October 6th. Why?
Oh.
Why?
What's out?
All right, a week from Friday.
What's out October 6th?
Can we just leave the show?
What?
Play of the month.
I also have Crank, right? Crank.
Yeah.
All right, the wheels are falling off. Efren, thank you. Efren Ramirez. We're trying to figure out what to do. It's been a crazy morning. Should we just leave? Uh-oh, phone call, though. Phone call.
That wasn't me.
Who
was that?
That was me. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Yell at that doctor.
Doctor? No, it's my girlfriend.
Oh.
See, she was listening to the show. You told me you didn't poke her.
Uh-oh.
Or it's actually her.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I met this girl. I was DJing in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
In a club called Cans, and this girl, she's the one, and she's really beautiful, and she's a heart attack, and her name is Romina. So, she's it.
Look at him.
Wait, I thought you and
your publicist. Okay.
Honey, I'll call you in about 5 minutes. Okay. I'm just letting it. I'm letting the world know how much I'm in love with you.
Got some explaining to do.
Bye.
Is that the one you met on the sleeping on the bed?
No.
If you dated her, I would just hold her.
Okay. Why don't we just wrap up the show? Okay, let's do that.
All right.
We're gonna continue over at XM Satellite Radio. Efren Ramirez, thank you. I want to get a quick shot if that's okay.
Of course. October 6th, Employee of the Month premiere. There's a week from tomorrow, Friday.
It was a messed up day. It looks like it's working out for
Well,
Anthony.
I hope so. We'll know at 11:30 if everything goes.
Well, no one's going to know because you're going to leave, so we'll get the update tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much.
Someone's going to call me and let me know about the update.
Yes.
I'm a part of this now.
You'll know, Roland, how to. Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Now you'll know.
And thanks to JV and Elvis here in New York for letting us go a little late.
Thank you, guys.
But it was just a crazy morning. So it's the Opie and Anthony Show, the O&A virus spreading across America. If you're not joining us over at XM, have a great day.
The Opie and Anthony XM walkover begins now.
Ant's on the phone. We're walking down the sidewalk.
The whole thing happening here. Opie, you're way ahead of me.
I know. Where are you, Jimmy?
I'm back here and I'm scared.
Let me hold your hand.
I'm frightened. I'm carrying my signed glove.
Oh, you want to be?
Are you a man?
I lost Bonnie.
What's that?
I lost Bonnie.
Get used to saying that.
I know. Hold on. I don't need headphones. Do I need them?
Yeah. You don't need a mic either. Jesus. Stupid. Only Voss. Today, was one of those shows for the ages where it was really all about Anthony getting deeply, deeply personal. Probably more personal than any one of us on the show. And just one of those unique shows. And in the elevator, there's Voss going, it wasn't funny today.
I feel... Hold on, let me just correct Opie. More personal than anybody on the show, I confessed to blowing people when I was a boy. Yeah, but that's hot, you're right.
Yeah, but you were a young lad.
Hey, Ant.
I'm back.
Everything good?
I just got off the phone. Yeah.
No, but see, during times of depression...
Boss, I don't want to explain.
No, Rich, what are you saying?
The point is, it's not about you today. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Hey, Rich, what were you saying?
I was just trying to add and try to lighten it up.
Oh, Rich was critiquing his appearance again.
No,
Rich, what were you saying?
It was so much.
And can I read the email, the feedback that I wanted to read, but I was too scared because it looked like you were going to kill me?
Oh, boy.
A lot of listeners want to know which child hospital she was at. Which children's hospital.
People are a bunch of smart asses.
In the middle of your... my tirade.
Watch your feet.
Right. They're like, we want to help. Which children's hospital is she? Bunch of asses. Gotta love them.
What time are you leaving, sweetie pie?
Let's see. Well, if I have to be at a meeting by 11:30, let me look at my watch that I forgot. And
look
my
at mine.
wallet.
Look at mine.
I left my wallet. I have to go home first to get my wallet, which I left at home. I left in a tizzy this morning. And you know what it's like to do 90 miles an hour and then find out you were doing that without any of your PBA cards and your license? I would have been in the joint in a second if I got pulled over.
I think it's funny that we're on XM and the first unusual word you've used is tizzy.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, fucking tizzy.
Wow, who's the...
I know, I cursed more on FM than I have so far.
You did fuck, motherfucker, and you dropped a C-bomb.
Yeah.
And justifiably
Making
so.
Al work today. Holy shit.
Nice hairdo.
Hold on.
Yes?
Exploitation. Sean Lennon has a new CD and DVD coming out October 3rd. Guess what the name of it is?
Where's my dad's head?
Might as well be. The name of the CD and DVD, Friendly Fire. Holy...
Where is that?
Right there, the pink one.
Oh.
Sean Lennon's new CD and DVD is called Friendly Fire.
Well, the original title had to be changed. It was, I'm a half a what?
Another waste of a CD. That guy is so talented, but just listened to his mommy way too much growing up. His voice is just like John Lennon's. Just like John Lennon's when he sings.
Yeah.
But it's all artsy crap.
Some people will buy it. Hello? Don't make any don't talk badly of anybody walking in.
No, we're not allowed to.
Get in trouble. Where is that Asian gentleman?
Tattletale.
The Tattletale.
We've been waiting for him for 3 days now.
They're blocking the entrance.
Is that him? Oh, no.
No, you'll never know.
You never know. Could have been.
We couldn't tell if he was laughing out loud or tattling.
All right, let's go upstairs.
Tattling. All right. Well, I just want to make sure Jimmy treats the man with respect.
Dude, this place is turned into a medical facility. Because this is like a Jewish center.
Why?
Look at it. What happened was they had a big thing where they were doing a lot of circumcisions. And there was a bag of foreskins that somebody actually emptied behind that counter. And I don't know, their tie must have fallen onto it. So there's a pile of foreskins with a tie on them.
A pile of foreskins.
Yeah, and there's just a little tuft of hair on it. So one of those boys was very mature. Just a pile of meaty, sweaty foreskins.
With it, look at him waving at people. How does it wave?
Drop something.
All right, now say hi. Be nice.
All right.
Okay. We'll all be
Morning,
nice.
sir.
You're a chimp. You're a baboon.
Good morning.
Ape, baboon, monkey. Chimp, ape, baboon.
Let's see upstairs.
All right.
God, funniest elevator ride scene ever took place in there. I don't know if was tape rolling on that one on the camera. Yeah. God damn. Loudest fart ever in the elevator with other passengers on there, and then all of us trying not to laugh until one person went just and then all of us just couldn't control laughing.
Did you hear it? The fart?
It was so fucking loud. Total silence, and then the loudest fart I ever heard him do on an elevator with people on it. It's amazing.
I felt that one. I always try to get one brewing before I walk in, and that one, it was like a gift from heaven.
Yes,
I felt nothing, and all of a sudden I felt a rolling rumble. It stopped right over my colon, and I'm like, this couldn't be better. And we got on. I go to Richard and just go.
Yeah.
Nothing could spoil that moment. It was it was like Ali watching fucking Foreman fall. You didn't want to do anything clumsy. You just wanted it to happen.
Just let it happen.
Oh.
Didn't want anyone stepping on it with some stupid, press 5.
Yeah.
It was total silence, and then like a loud, clean crackle.
All right.
Well, congratulations, Jimmy.
We'll get the video.
Yeah, gotta.
You hear that? We'll get it now.
Oh, Kenny, we have some soup. What do we got?
Oh, I haven't eaten in like 2 days.
Why don't we get some soup for the boss?
I still can't eat. I can't eat until this is taken care of. I'm one of those people that, like, in crisis, can't eat.
Really?
Yeah, some people should just shove food in their mouth. Oh my God! Oh, this crisis is just eating.
When I'm in crisis, I throw a party.
You don't want
have a little party?
I throw a little party.
No, I don't. I'll eat later.
Can we get the dump report, please?
Wow, that's got to be a biggie today.
We haven't done the dump report in a while, but
gee, I wonder who won today.
It's gonna be a Lulu.
But it might be interesting to go over today. Also, thank you, fullblownaids.com. Thank you. I got my T-shirt finally.
Where's mine?
No,
Opie.
Full-blown age T-shirt. I wonder if they're trying to get the.
I took a boner pill.
I took a boner pill.
Cool.
I took a boner pill T-shirt.
Lovely.
What kind of soup you got?
Manhattan
Fullblownaids.com. Thank you.
Turkey chili or 5 bean.
Manhattan clam is not that bad. Hey, what's up with the Manhattan clam? Manhattan clam chowder.
Clam.
To De La Hoya? Oh.
Anthony, caller, Anthony.
Wow.
Oscar De La Hoya, caller, Anthony.
What happened?
Here is today's dump report.
Live from the Opie and Anthony Show studios, the Daily Dump Report.
Well, can we have Club Soda Kenny read off the dumps today?
Oh, okay.
In his retard voice.
That'd be fun.
Opie, that's mean-spirited to
Girls
talk like Kenny that way.
Yeah, but
girls seem to enjoy his voice.
Here you go, Kenny. You got it?
Yeah.
So you do the time, and then what the dump was, okay? And who did the dump?
This is your dump report today, folks. At 07:04
Oh my God, he needs his reading glasses.
Should I put them on?
Yeah.
No, I want to hear him try it without it. Can you try it without it?
He can see, but
you can read?
It's funnier to see him in his reading glasses.
At
you can read it?
Yeah.
Without. All right, but throw your reading
put your glasses on then so we can see how funny you look with them. Look at look. I'm Clark Kent.
Clark Kent.
Wow, handsome.
Thanks.
Man of steel wool hair.
Clark.
It does. It gives you a totally different look.
Yeah, like an old lady. She's fucking knitting a shawl.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. I love the negative attention. 7:04 a.m. from Anthony.
Oh, thanks, sir.
I swear I'll just fucking leave.
All right.
Thank you.
7:28 a.m. A caller. Jimmy, shut the fuck up.
Caller was rude.
He certainly was.
7:34 a.m. from Anthony. Amy, you cunt. Amy, you're a cunt.
Why'd they dump that?
I know.
That was kind of in the gray area.
7:53 a.m. from the champ, Oscar De La Hoya. Holy shit. 8:07 a.m. from a caller. You get to say fuck, cunt. 8:33 a.m. from Anthony. I am fucking livid. Anthony on the phone with the hospital. 8:34 a.m. Anthony. Give me bullshit answers. 8:38 a.m. Anthony once again. The medical community is a bunch of fuckos.
Yeah. Probably the toughest one out of the whole bunch of dumps. The fuckos line.
You're not done yet.
Wow.
Don't you have a song to sing?
Oh. Does he?
Any requests?
Say one.
Okay, ready?
With a little enthusiasm today.
Oh, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger.
Mixing it up.
Every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name. Thank you very much.
And he doesn't say away. They're taken away. He says taken away.
Taken away.
There's an apostrophe before the W.
Yeah, of course there is.
It's like you can see the ball bouncing.
Yeah.
These things.
Taken away. And the ball would bounce higher on way. So you know how to sing it properly.
I just started listening 20 minutes ago. What the F happened? Bert and Philly.
Wow.
You picked the wrong day to sleep in. Picked the wrong day to sleep in.
Get XM yeah.
I'll take this one, Anthony. No.
Hey, by the way, the video of Club Soda Kenny singing Secret Agent Man is up on YouTube as we speak. Throw Opie and Anthony in the search.
That's a good one.
Also up there, intern Craig sucks Big Rhonda's herniated belly button. Big Rhonda makes Bob Kelly puke. Most of the Fatty Pick Fatty videos are now up on YouTube. Voss doing comedy from a diner in Cleveland, now up on YouTube for you to view.
Classic moment, again killing in a place that should not even have... A comedian should just be killed in the place, not be killing. And I don't know why you do so well in those places.
Because he's used to working black rooms where he like.
It's actually better.
Yeah, these are actually like easier crowds than the fucking racial hatred he's had to face and overcome for 20 years in those awful rooms.
Yeah, you still want egg whites?
No, I'm right. What?
You still want egg whites?
Huh? Ooh. What?
Egg whites. You still want egg whites?
Everyone's eating soup.
I want a low-fat yogurt.
Okay.
Yogurt.
Oh no.
Is that me?
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Please tell me they're calling to say just kidding.
Yeah, right.
What?
Oh.
Why?
Thank you. I got your text. Thank you.
Okay. Everything's good.
That's Dr. Steve checking in, asking if anything he can do. Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah. Actually, I'm getting a little antsy about the time.
I don't blame you.
Because I got it. If I
Get someone to get your car right now.
If I could just go right there, I'd be fine.
Someone get your car.
Oh, Poe. Monsieur, Monsieur Poe, could you please pull the car around, sir, and have it pointing in the proper direction on the other side of the street, the south side of... thank you, sir.
All right.
You are the man.
Let's go to Kevin in Arizona. Kevin?
Hey, guys. Hey, I like when Kenny goes, tomorrow. But the line of the day, I'm nominating Jimmy. When that bitch was on the phone, and she said the show was starting to not be funny, Ope goes, why don't you listen to something else? And Jimmy goes, yeah, like your cousin was listening to, a bullet whizzing in.
Yeah.
I don't
Always
know, sir.
funny.
I'm feeling pretty confident about line of the day today.
I don't like that type of...
You got it.
If I had to take bets, it's still early on.
I'm feeling good.
And, one horse is being scratched from the race. Taking myself out here.
No, you're not.
I am.
You got some lines in.
No, but I mean, as far as line of the day so far,
no asterisk
I would
today.
put my money on Opie. But no, the stat will have an asterisk on it.
No, I want a complete victory.
The stat's going to have an asterisk on it.
I don't want one of these lame
You're
victories.
Opie Maris.
It's going to have to be...
I don't want a lame victory.
Opie, line of the day, and then asterisk, you look at the bottom and go, Anthony left the show at about 9:45.
I don't want to have one of those dumb baseball records where you did the record before blacks were allowed to play. I want this to count.
It doesn't make the stat any less of what it is, Opie. It was a funny, very funny line. I don't think it'll be beat today. I think it's very good.
Yeah, but people are going to go, well, yeah, he won, but he didn't really win because Ant wasn't there.
No one will say that.
Yeah,
I will.
I will, you will, but no one else.
But don't you.
Man. Can Kenny sing Metallica? Maybe. Everyone's saying that Kenny needs to read the dump report every day now. It is kind of funny.
Yeah. He puts emotion into it. I like that.
Could you just, you're getting in the car, so you got a few more minutes. We got to get Jimmy's fart on the radio before you leave.
Yes, I want to hear that because we were all chuckling.
And we missed a lot of good stuff today.
How's the soup today?
Good. Want some?
Good. No.
Everything's gonna work out. She's getting out, dude.
Yeah. I can't until it's all done.
It'd be funny if the minute you got in the truck you started screaming about the wine spill.
Oh my God!
Can I tell you something?
Oh my God!
Thank God that's over, so we can get back into it. Really matters.
That's awful.
Today I realized that I'm not as brave as I'd like to think, and I would like other people to think. I wanted to play UB40's red wine.
Red wine. Yeah, that part isn't so bad because I realized it was the dumbest argument.